with as little as 4 correct picks. Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, which they usually do, I get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Prize Picks also now offers Venmo for quick and easy deposits and withdrawals. Prize Picks, run your game.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a professional stamp licker from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Martin Celery.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait to play, Bob.
Well, let's move things along. Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
Wait, but
That's right, Marty. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we've stocked up on the remaining inventory of low-cost 2024 model air conditioners. So you win. We're passing the savings on to you.
Can I answer a question first?
We need to make room for the 25s, so we're offering great deals on AC replacements while supplies last.
Could I spin the wheel at least? I've been practicing for a year.
With last-minute deals like this, there's no question that you are cool.
What do I tell my kids?
There you go. Have a souvenir t-shirt.
Thanks.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
It's the end of the year sale with Universal Roof and Contracting. Get 15% off all roof repairs and replacements, plus a $250 gift card for holiday shopping. With financing options as low as $150 a month, protecting your home's never been easier. Schedule your free roof inspection today. Call 855-ROOF-HELP, and this offer expires December 31st. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
This season, check out our revamped website at southernsteerbutcher.com. Click on the Promotions tab, and our Jacksonville weekly grilling specials will hit you in the face like a hot route over the middle.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Shop limited-time deals on last-minute gifts now at Lowe's. Save $50 on a Werner 6-foot aluminum stepladder. Was $89, now just $39. Plus, get your choice of select Craftsman V20 tools for only $39. And save time and money with free shipping on orders of $45 or more. Because Lowe's knows deals. Offers valid 12/5 through 12/11 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Home of the Jaguars, 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. When Jag News breaks, hear it first on 1010XL. Where electrifying moments come to life.
Inside of a minute to play.
And legendary performances live.
A monumental milestone in a legendary career.
1010XL, the power of Jacksonville Sports Radio. Spend lunchtime with the ladies.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure?
They don't cook, but they serve up spicy sports talk.
Sure, it's on the menu.
Helmets and heels.
That is a meal.
Switched on by First Coast Lighting and Fans on 1010XL.
Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangi here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Nimnik has been in business for over 81 years because they've been doing business the right way. Stop by Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. That's Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Open enrollment is here, so it's time to secure health coverage for your family. Whether you need Affordable Care Act plans, dental, or Medicare, contact Florida First Insurance Group on University Boulevard, an award-winning Florida Blue agency well known for providing superior service. Theo Mitchelson and his team at Florida First make the process easy and stress-free with medical and dental insurance you can count on. Plus, listen to this. Based on eligibility, many people pay absolutely nothing for coverage. Contact Theo Mitchelson and the Florida First Insurance Group today and let your health be their priority. And a reminder for Florida Blue members, visit Sanitas Medical Center with 3 locations in town offering primary care, walk-in services, and on-site pharmacy and mental health support. SANITAS Medical Center, Florida First Insurance Group, and Sanitas Medical Center, a winning team in Northeast Florida.
Ready to sharpen your aim or find the perfect firearm? Come to St. Nicholas Guns and Range. With a huge selection of guns, ammo, and accessories, plus Jacksonville's best indoor range for every skill level. They've got everything you need to hit your target. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, their friendly experts will guide you every step of the way at 4630 Blanding Boulevard or online at stnickguns.com. St. Nicholas Gun and Range. Gear up, shoot a lot, shoot better.
Hicken here for Bound 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bound 9. Visit Bound 9 Associates today and experience the difference. Bound 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duvall Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken. You know it! Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. It's go time on a Tuesday morning. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. The engine is revved. We are ready to roll. Man, it's a great thing about sports. That's when you think you've seen it all. You ain't seen it all, have you? Shout out to the Bad News Boys this morning. Holy hockey sticks, man. So, in case you missed it, and you likely did, it was, wee hours of the late night with two, 5 and 7, 4 and 8, and a 5 and 7 football team. So, we'll excuse you if you didn't see what happened at the end. But bottom line, we had a Leon Lett moment. We talked about that Leon Lett situation for some reason in the last, couple of months. And last night with the game tied, late fourth quarter, Cowboys defense makes a stand. Force a punt. Even better, holy cow, we blocked the punt. Holy cowboy. So Dallas blocks the punt. The ball, kind of shanks forward maybe 10, 15 yards, takes a bounce, and there's always that one guy. And there's the dude for the Cowboys thinks it'd be a good idea. Let me corral this football. Yeah, not so much. Bangs off his arm, his chest. Bengals fall on it. They maintain possession. And this Burrow-Chase connection this year is outrageous, huh? E, good morning.
Good morning.
Man, those guys are balling somehow. I saw Chase 3 games this year with 175 and 2 scores. Only second time it's happened. It hadn't happened since a guy named, you won't remember this guy, but this guy had a couple of really good explosive years back in the early 80s. His name was Roy Green. You heard that name before?
No.
Yeah, that's kind of for a guy who flashed like he did. Roy Green was an explosive player, and that stat that Jamar Chase equaled last night shows you that. The Bengals escape. They keep that faint playoff hopes alive. I like Joe Burrow. Every post game with Joe Burrow, I like. We're in a big hole here. Okay, this is great, but still we got a long shot here, long odds. I can't blame Burrow. Another 300-yard, 3-touchdown night. I guess he could be the offensive player of the year.
He could be.
The MVP is going to be an interesting vote in and of itself, but if we cared more about the NFL offensive player of the year, what a field we'd have for that award.
This year would be crazy.
Right? Because then you factor in a guy that's on a team that's lost this year, like the Bengals have. Again, they're only 5 and 8, even with the win last night. That kind of team doesn't typically produce an offensive player of the year candidate, but certainly Joe Burrow would apply. Well, I'm going to update you on his just outrageous numbers and those of Jamar Chase, who is ultimately become the highest paid receiver in the league. And that got me to thinking, E.T. Receiver's a tough one, man. Careful what you wish for in drafting and developing and ultimately, quote unquote, having to sign a top receiver more than any other position. For one, how much they cost, and for two, this. I'll just ask you this, and I'll do this as best I can without, attempting to shade it toward the answer I'm looking for. Chiefs won the Super Bowl the last 2 years, right? The story obviously is Patrick Mahomes, but the player most responsible for the Super Bowl in Kansas City that's not Patrick Mahomes, would you in any way argue that player is a receiver?
No, I wouldn't.
No. Okay. Rams won the Super Bowl, beat the Bengals. Matthew Stafford won. Would you argue in any way the second most important player, even third in the Rams case, was a receiver?
Would not argue that.
No. Kupp was good, but it was Aaron Donald, right? Jalen Ramsey and those guys.
Yep.
The Bucs won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. Is there any part of the Bucs Super Bowl that screams the receiver took them there?
No.
Same story with the Chiefs. Now, they did have Tyreek, but it was more Kelsey even than Tyreek.
Yeah, I'll go Kelsey.
Okay, right.
I would.
The Patriots won it in 2018. If it wasn't Tom Brady, who was it? The game, by the way, was 13-3. I know what it was, and it wasn't a receiver. When the Eagles beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, Nick Foles stole the show. Can you name a receiver on that Eagles team, E?
Yeah.
Name one. Give me one.
Sean, not Megatron. What was it? Megatron?
Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
Do you see my point?
I see your point.
So receiver's a tough one. Jamar Chase has earned the paycheck that he's about to get. Tell me again how many Super Bowls Randy Moss won?
He don't have one.
Yeah. So receiver puts you in a position. Now listen, if this were baseball and you could Steve Cohen Mets your way into a roster and it didn't matter, more power to you. Jamar Chase is going to eat up so much of a team's budget.
He is.
That year to year, it's not just a one-time fix. Year to year, you're going to be balancing and letting go. Maybe it's your best special teams player. Maybe it's a starting outside linebacker. This, that, and the other. Pick. What's the trade-off? This is in no way an argument that someone shouldn't sign Jamar Chase for the max money he deserves. He's the best receiver in the league. With all the props and notoriety that go to CeeDee Lamb, who played last night, and Justin Jefferson and others, Chase different than all those guys. And he's going to command, demand, and get the biggest contract, certainly at the receiver position, in the history of the NFL. And it might be a fair suggestion that whatever team gets him, he's going to get 1,500 yards and 16 touchdowns. But at last check, receivers do not carry teams to titles. And often, at least I've just gone back, I can keep going, there's secondary reasons why teams win. So that's a tough one. Bengals get a win that they absolutely had to have last night. But I don't know exactly their schedule. I didn't know they got the Steelers waiting there at the end. The Eagles, they dug too big a hole. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Back when we were trying to cling to hopes of slow starting squads. And we remember the numbers. If you're 0-2, it's this. If you're 1-3, you don't come back from that, man. Even a good, especially offensive team like the Bengals isn't gonna. So, meanwhile, our Jags, at least got to enjoy probably a couple days off. I imagine probably going to get a Victory Tuesday out of this deal, other than treatments and other menial aspects of the work week. It's back home against the Jets. Man, the excitement meter's not pegging too high. I guess, your morning crew yesterday didn't exactly build a pep rally vibe around that win that we got Sunday at Tennessee. Look, I guess it's all about we asked this question yesterday. What do you take out of the win, right? We're looking for Jarian Jones flashed, right? That would be one. And we named 3 or 4. And I guess that's just what we do now for these last 4 games. Can Jarian Jones do that now for 4 in a row? Can Bigsby get his legs back under him? And listen, I have always been a big proponent of the value of having them both, but if it saves money and opens other lanes, if Travis Etienne weren't a Jaguar next year, it wouldn't break my heart. Not anymore. But, this is a big but, if and only if Bigsby can get out there consistently on the field and stay on the field through his play and 2 through his health, which is a challenge. It's something that has really, I think, probably the biggest reason that Etienne's career kind of hit a roadblock here. Because Travis Etienne, it was error point. Even last year, fantasy football isn't the be-all, end-all driver. But if you rank highly in fantasy football as a position player, you know what that means you are? Productive. That's right. Travis Etienne in fantasy football last year was a top 5 back. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, where's Travis Etienne in fantasy football ranks this year? 50th? So much to when we autopsy this death of a season. I mean, the full-on autopsy. I mean, put the body on the slab and cut it open. We're going to find a lot in there.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yes.
You know, every week we can identify an issue and try and approach it. But at the end of the day, full disclosure, it's going to be a mess.
Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Free safety.
They're all everywhere.
Yeah.
Where's that? There's been no free safety play.
Like, there was high expectations for it, too.
Give me a defensive lineman outside of Walker and Hines Allen that would even matter if they played this week. Not a one. We got a third-round investment in Devon Hamilton. You got a second-round investment in Mason Smith. You got Lacey, who you put, a third or fourth-round designation on. Abdullah, granted, was a later round. Miles Cole is playing a lot of snaps down the stretch to show goose eggs in the stat sheet. You know, and there's this constant, man, listen, I don't mean to speak out of turn here. I make observations like this from having covered the team really closely for over 20 years. Like down there in the bowels every day, like the good soldiers are down there now, right? But I've been around long enough to get a sense. I can get a sense. And and this is my sense, this is my opinion. And this could be one of those where people inside the building listen to this morning are just like shaking their head like, God, people listen to this idiot. It's yuck down there, man. I'm not around Trent Baalke and Doug Peterson. I can feel the tension between them from here. With no evidence. I haven't been in a room with the two dudes at the same time in months. No evidence. I'm telling you. You know how I know? Because this is Groundhog Day for both of them. For both of them. They are both positioning themselves exactly as they did for Baalke in San Francisco and Peterson in Philly, neither of which situation ended well at all. Ended horribly wrong for both. Lesson learned? Moving on to their next collaboration? Apparently not. That's the sense you certainly get. But the point I'm talking about, this tension, we can go all the way back to that post-season press conference that came 3 weeks too late from your GM. But when it was Operation Throw Him Under the Bus Day. Remember that? Remember? Onboarding. Onboarding was the key word. Basically said, yeah, we draft guys and then they don't play them and get them any better, and they were stuck in the mud. That's basically what they're saying. And I'm sure Peter's on their side like, really? Huh. I wonder if I shipped this draft class off to the Steelers, how many of them be playing? I wonder if I took, so you're saying if I sent Mason Smith to the Chiefs, he'd be starring right now? Is that what you're telling me? Now, listen, again, I'm just filling in the blanks here, just connecting dots of how it works. Everywhere. How was working in Chicago before Eberflus got fired? How was working in New York before Saleh got let go? We'll see how this franchise responds. I asked a question yesterday, it's kind of toward the end of the show, and it raised a couple of eyebrows from y'all, and I don't mean this to be aggressive. This is an inquisitory question I'm asking. It's not an accusation or a criticism. But is it fair to ask that if you don't clean sweep down there while you still have a young, impressionable quarterback and pieces with a new vision to work on, is it fair to ask that you really don't care about winning?
Yeah, you did. You posed that towards the end, and that is a valid question.
And that's all. And that's, valid questions are important. That's what valid means. And so, under the scope of the leadership of the owner of the football team, Shad Khan, I would ask that. There is an implication. Whether or not it is true on your behalf, sure, you can tell, what do you mean? Of course I want to win. That's fine. You can think that. But enough is enough, man. With this hamster wheel. Even if you proves to be the wrong decision, and we're sitting here 4 years like, God, I really thought, Ben Johnson would work. Hey, man, I guess we're cursed. Man, if Bill Belichick couldn't fix it, I guess no one can. Maybe so. But I know one train that is not even, it's going backwards, man. It's a little train that couldn't. And it got going up the mountain and, derailed as it slid backwards. All right, I had one biggest concern when the cash started getting passed around college football locker rooms. And, I got some details of just how that blood and guts procedures is working, and it is even worse than the fears that I had about that influence when it comes to teamwork and locker room and chemistry, which are all, checks notes, super important to building a championship team. So I want to jump into that a little bit when we come back on the other side. The rest of the wide world of sports. Boy, bad news for Georgia. And for those picking the dogs in the playoff, time for a redo. Status check on Carson Beck, not what Georgia fan wanted to see. That and more when we return as well. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He is our quarterback savant, and he'll take you inside his mind.
So you can learn more about the science of quarterbacking.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer. Friday mornings on The Drill. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey. Here in North Florida, you know that when temperatures go up and your AC goes out, you need help now. Like right now. Like lickety-split. So why not call Lickety Split and get same-day emergency service for your AC? Now, I bet you've seen their trucks all over town because they've got dozens of certified technicians ready to repair not only your AC, but your home's plumbing and electrical, too. So when you want it done right and you need it done right now, call Lickety Split, AC, Plumbing, and Electric.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duvall!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duvall?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duvall.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duvall sub, the Dailies Dash Duvall. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen, energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Right now, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. The first 50 customers get a free True Screen upgrade, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
My name's Jim. I'm 53 years old. There should be options in life, like ways to lose weight. Medications now feel like the only option. I mean, it sounds like a guarantee. I do have friends who have lost weight with them. I tried holding off. I did other diets, but I was miserable. I'd rather be fat and happy. The problem was I wasn't happy fat. I was about to start the meds, but then I heard of Awaken 180's GLP-1 program. Turned out it does the same thing as the meds without injecting myself for life. It absolutely worked. I dropped 45 pounds. I'm now in maintenance, and I feel better than my friends who are still on the meds. Listen, I barely know what GLP-1 is. What I do know is Awaken 180 worked for me, and I was far from miserable doing it.
Thanks, Jim. You all know our success with Awaken 180, and now with Awaken 180's GLP-1 balance, you address the root causes of weight issues. Do it naturally, then keep it off. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, y'all. Melissa Scobie here, and you know my husband Josh could really kick that ball. But when it comes to working around the house, well, not so much. So when I need irrigation, drainage, or seamless gutters, I rely on John Haney's crews at Clearwater. Hit it, guys.
Clearwater Irrigation.
And drainage, too.
ClearwaterJacks.com. Tony Baselli gets up early Monday morning to share a big football breakfast with you.
Some French toast and sausage patties.
Hall of Fame Monday, 7:20 with Dan and Jeff on the drill. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida on 1010XL.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, visit AA Automotive on Richard Street. For oil changes to complex repairs, AA Automotive is a full-service repair shop for personal and commercial fleet vehicles. Trust AA to keep your ride running A-OK.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Human trafficking happens in Jacksonville. As a man, you could do something about it. Buy Survivor-made holiday gifts at Rethreaded. From leather goods to toffees and treats, shop in person or online at rethreaded.com. Changing lives through gifting.
If you're looking for custom metalwork, look no further than Superior Fence and Rail. Whether it's custom railing, shade structures, or custom entry gates, their expert team controls the turnkey process. From CAD design and raw metal to powder-coated finish and expert installation. When you choose Superior Fence and Rail for your custom metal project, you get a project that's, well, superior. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail today.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's funny to see the posturing. Welcome back, gang. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us. Appreciate you. Nothing without y'all. Before we get going, I want to say this, okay? Been making this morning drive for 20, 25 years now, okay? You've been doing it now for a while, 2 or 3 years.
Couple years.
You can, listen, you can, suddenly I'm like Madame Curie here. Should have a fortune teller booth opened up, fair maybe next year, because I told you I can sense this, feeling down at the stadium. I can also sense this on our roadways this morning. At Daytona, they have something that's called the Big One, and it comes every year. You know what the Big One is? It's that one big crash. People are driving a little crazier this morning than normal as I came in. I don't know if you came across that, ET, but I did. It was just a little bit head on a swivel out there today, Guggen. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. There's going to be an ugly crash out there this morning. People are driving like maniacs today, more than normal. It stood out to me. I said to myself, make a note. Play traffic cop for the Guggen Nation this morning and tell them, brake, less gas, head on a swivel. There are some people driving cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs this morning. Also, like, more traffic. I didn't know what was going on. But I digress. It's almost funny to look at this whole Yankees Mets battle to sign Juan Soto and the giddiness of the Mets for signing someone that the Yankees wanted so bad. In many ways, kind of sums up what the Yankees and Mets are, doesn't it? Like when one team has 27 world championships and is coming off an appearance to in the World Series, another team that has 2 and whose last one was 30 years ago, sign somebody from that team, and it's like, we're going to have a parade? And it's not relegated, by the way, that, I don't want to say pettiness, it's fandom. That fandom is not just for the Mets side. The Yankees are responding. We were looking at a video yesterday, some Yankee fan / actor, just a profane rant about Juan Soto and what he can do with any hardware he ever wins. To now, the Yankees feeling like they have to, account for their efforts to sign Soto. And this comes in a perfect time because no one can dodge anyone because the baseball is at their winter meetings. Brian Cashman Sunday morning submitted the Yankees' final contract offer for Juan Soto. It would have been by far the richest deal in North American pro sports history. He soon found out it wasn't enough. That night, Soto's agent told him his client had agreed to sign with the Mets. Cashman then hopped on a conference call with the Yankees owner to break the news that Soto had decided to turn down the Yankees' 16-year, $760 million offer for a slightly richer deal in Queens. And if you remember, he got $765, $5 million more, 15 years, 1 year less. So Cashman, with reporters yesterday, spoke on the process. Yankees owner Hal Steinbrenner, Cashman said, really stepped up to find a way to retain Soto. I'm proud of his efforts. Went well beyond what I would have expected, said the Yankees GM. At the other end of the hotel, by the way, the Mets president of baseball ops declined to discuss the Soto deal because the agreement technically was not yet official. Oh, my God. Could you imagine my guy here, if there's some snag and Soto ends up not signing with the Mets?
Oh, man.
And by the way, before you say, that's happened a couple of times. I mean, Carlos Correa a couple of years ago signed maybe with 2 teams, and then the deal got nixed. We had Aaron Judge all but signed to the Giants when he was a free agent, ended up re-upping with the Yankees. I'm not predicting that'll happen. I'm sure we got some T's being crossed and some I's being dotted. But, yeah, this is gonna linger and echo. And, gosh, if I didn't work so closely and have such a bitter radio feud with a Mets fan, it'd be fun to watch and root for the Mets to finally stick it to the Yankees. The way sports works, it's probably not going to happen, right? The little guy, the big guy just always ends up on top. Sports is like a characterization of history and civilization. Man, that's the cabal of the biggest brands in all of sports. They just you can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them. Whether it's Barcelona in soccer or the New York Yankees. So I don't know. We shall see. All right, I mentioned going to break. Let me tell you what's happening in college meeting rooms all across the country these last few days. It's no fun. And before I get going in this a little bit, I'm not even speaking to how much guys are getting paid. I'm not even speaking to that. And then ultimately there's going to be some greed envy that seeps into locker rooms. Hold on, that guy's making this much and he doesn't even play, and I'm not making this. Hold on, I had the most snaps at this position, but I'm only going to be the 4th highest paid. Hold on. And then, by the way, throw their parents into the whole evaluation as they sit there with the coaches and the money guy and determine how much they can pay you. And then you figure out that some freshman is going to make $100,000 more than you. Even if you stay, does this all lead to the kind of makeup that you need to be a championship team? Certainly works against it. It was a fear of mine, or actually beyond a fear, a reality of mine when this was all announced, the NIL and the money. This is going to play with 18 and 19-year-olds. It's not the peak of your maturity, by the way. And you're throwing all these influences and now cash and now the peer pressure among your groups. Throw your parents in. You're going to get the helicopter mom or dad here or there. And you're a coach. You're trying to run things, put in game plans, recruit. And you got to listen to a third string in tell you he's worth $10K more. It's tough. And this is tougher still. Now, this isn't hard at Georgia. This is not hard at Ohio State. It's not hard. You got to keep working. I'm not saying it's completely on cruise control. But there is no mass, defection or sudden increase. The Georgia's got it right. You find them when they're young, you get them on campus, and then you pay them. You go but what I'm saying is that process. If you're sitting over there in Tallahassee and you're trying to figure out who you're going to keep and who's going to go, and you're bringing in kids, say, hey man, we're 2-10, you did this, but coach, I blah blah blah. Because by the way, more and more in sports, it's never you. Right? Sports, the industry of sports, the concepts of sports are just building in all these escape hatches. So it ain't me. Or at least not all me. And now we throw not just money, E. We're not talking about who earns the $500 this week. We're talking money, man. Money that many of these kids' parents won't total in a lifetime.
Yep.
So I say that because there is one part of my fandom that the next 3 weeks can't go fast enough. They can't go fast enough. No, you cynics. I'm not talking about the Jaguar season so we can get that over with. No, I'm talking about the transfer portal being open. I can't shut her down. All of the following this is going to go there and that's going to go here. And there are going to be young guys on your team all across the country that are good contributing players that you would think are happy and are in a spot they would like to finish out. And they're going to leave for $50,000 or whatever the number may be. Hear from Doug Peterson and a trip around the football globe. We call it a football fix. That's coming up next. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Dolphins visit Florida Atlantic today. The Owls are the 13-point home favorite, total 153 at Baldwin Arena. NBA Emirates Cup tonight. The Milwaukee Bucks, a 9-point home favorite against Orlando, 213.5 the total at the Fiserv Forum. Tampa Bay Lightning, $1.24 underdog at Rogers Place in Edmonton. Oilers minus 148. The total is 6.5, but that number is juice to the over. The Jaguars, a 3.5-point home dog to the New York Jets on Sunday at Everbank Stadium, 40.5 the total. Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week in action as a 2.5-point dog at the Chargers. Cash back for every bet with a G-Bank Signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a septic tank emergency.
Don't let your holidays go down the drain. Duck Duck Rooter's here to save your Christmas cheer. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a burst pipe, or a septic scare, we'll fix it faster than Santa can slide down a chimney. Duck Duck Rooter. Call us now and save the day. 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter, because nobody wants a silent night in the bathroom.
Lauren Brooks here. Why buy from Hodges Mazda at the Avenues? Because they strive to ensure a satisfying and comfortable car buying experience. And now they're giving back. Hodges Mazda wants to say thank you to all educators, first responders, and healthcare providers by offering a complimentary oil change and car wash during the Mazda A Season to Move You event. Call today or schedule online at HodgesMazda.com. Come experience for yourself the Hodges Mazda difference. Free oil change not to exceed $79.99. Excludes diesel vehicles. Expires December 31st, 2024. See dealer for complete details.
Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, you need to get screened for colon cancer. Ask your doctor about getting a colonoscopy. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. Borland Groover recently expanded into St. Johns County. The new and advanced surgery center and medical office is open in Durbin Crossing. Visit BorlandGroover.com for a location near you. Remember, 45 is the new 50. Get screened today with Borland Groover.
Hey folks, Dave Benyon here with Zero Res. At Zero Res, we love rugs. We will treat your fine Oriental rugs with the tender and loving care they deserve. Gerard, the Zero Res rug manager, is one of the few certified master rug cleaners in Florida. If you want your rugs cleaned with tender loving care, call Zero Res. Right now, get your rugs washed and we will give you 25% off. Zero Res, spell forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Stay in touch with the stars of Coral Gables.
From South Beach to Jacks Beach. Stay on A1A for the latest from Miami on the Hurricane Report.
Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
On 1010XL.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. MyBookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? MyBookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up, use the promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting game total unders has been printing money. So stack that on MyBookie Risk-Free Thursdays. That's right. There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up and get that double deposit bonus with MyBookie. That's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
It's the end of the year sale with Universal Roof and Contracting. Get 15% off all roof repairs and replacements, plus a $250 gift card for holiday shopping. With financing options as low as $150 a month, protecting your home's never been easier. Schedule your free roof inspection today. Call 855-ROOF-HELP, and this offer expires December 31st. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Frangie for Ricketts Electric. Now, any good lineup needs power. When I needed a power connection for our new Walk-Off Charities baseball park, I found the perfect partner in Ricketts Electric. You're going to love these guys, I'm telling you. The Ricketts family has been providing commercial and residential electric service for years. So call my buddy Zach Ricketts today at 904-320-5960, and you can find them on Facebook as well. You will trust them. That's Ricketts Electric, the city's best power connection. Call them today at 320-5960.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Head coach Doug Peterson, with the Jags no longer in the playoff pitch, endorses players like Josh Hines-Allen and Brian Thomas Jr. going for individual season records.
Yeah, with the way our season's been, I mean, those are a couple bright spots, and give those guys credit for what they've done.
Jag wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. is really good. Having not touched the ball before halftime, a situation head coach Doug Peterson wants to change.
Yeah, we need to do that more in the beginning. Maybe focus on that a little bit sooner than later.
Former Jag and team reporter Bucky Brooks saw the team victory over rival Tennessee as a display of the team's character.
A lot of conversation about the team throughout the week, and they manned up. They came and played really well.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar Update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday downtown. Trusted over 100 years, my friends, my man at Catlin Truck Accessories. Visit them online at WilliamCatlin.com. Truck guy here. Put my money where my truck was on that one. So, you remember I'm sure you do, a quarterback named Matt Barkley?
Yeah, I remember Matt Barkley.
You know who's giving off big Matt Barkley vibes?
No.
Carson Beck.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Matt Barkley, when he was, after his junior year, eligible to come out to the draft or going into what would have been his last year, a lot of people had him as the number 1 overall pick in the draft. He ended up playing his way down to the 4th round by continuing to return to school and ultimately, has had a journeyman career in the NFL. We learned yesterday that Carson Beck's got an elbow injury. They're saying there's no timeline. If it's a UCL injury, that's the Tommy John surgery if you're a baseball fan. And it's his throwing arm. He's certainly not going to be able to play in this playoff. What does it do for his draft status? If he comes back, is that good or bad? If Carson Beck had been in the draft after last year, he probably would have been a first rounder. You agree?
He definitely would have went
right?
first round.
And if the draft were tomorrow, I'm not sure he would be. Denny probably thinks he still will be. And they do often, will project on or draft on what they project. But I'm getting those Matt Barkley vibes. The more around and more exposure, the less the prospects seem to be. Now, this injury is aside from that, but I think it could, perhaps affect his decision-making. Do you go to the NFL coming off of this? If you do come back, are you the guy? I mean, Georgia going to keep rolling, right? They bringing in these top recruit quarterbacks. They're going to, he's shown in the past. I mean, this is a dude that played Jake Fromm over Justin Fields. Kirby. So Beck's status is, I wouldn't say it's up in the air. Georgia is the number 2 seed. They'll get an extra week off. Another injury, and don't dismiss it, their punter is out. And the reason I say he's a Ray Guy finalist, he's really one of the best punters in the country. He's having season-ending surgery now. Is Georgia's season going to be defined by a backup punter? I sure do doubt that. Meanwhile, the 4 Heisman finalists were named, and it's nice to expand the list to 4, but this is about as tight and close and exclusively a 2-horse race as I can remember in recent memory. I can remember guys running away with it and being a 1-horse race.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember spread out among 2 or 3, really not positive who's going to win. And granted, I'm no Heisman historian. Hick votes in the Heisman. He probably has better recollections year to year, how that plays out. But to me, as just a sports fan, there are no Heisman races that are really, particularly standing out to me as ultra competitive or close. That being said, you feel like this one could come down to just a matter of votes, don't you?
Yep.
The momentum in this race has swung. Oh, by the way, the 2 thanks for coming are Cam Ward and Dylan Gabriel. Very deserving. These are 4 good players and all had really good years.
Yep.
There are years where Ward and Gabriel would be the Heisman winner, but Gianti's having a record-breaking year at running back, and Hunter's doing things that haven't been done really ever, playing both ways, offensively and defense. I think I saw he's the Big Ten offensive and defensive player of the year. Is that possible?
Oh, wow.
Or was he just first team all Big Ten?
Let me look that up.
I think
he just won the Lott Award, which is the nation's best defensive player.
Yeah, Thorpe didn't put him as I don't know.
Right.
Some of the awards list got a little weird this year.
I wonder, are the same people that vote for because that don't make any sense. He's not the best defensive
No, it's
back.
not the same people. These different organizations have their own boards and committees, and they vote, and it's their chance to be important. right? Ultimately, that's what the Heisman is. Heisman Trust Foundation, a bunch of dudes got together, smoked their cigars, put on their fancy suits, and let us all know who the best players were. So, yeah, we'll see what this means for Beck. We'll see what it means for Georgia and, continuing to kind of pour over the bracket. It's so dumb. It's so dumb that Oregon's first playoff game, they're going to have to play Ohio State or Tennessee, and Penn State, the team they beat, gets a home game. And who do they play? It's a team that you feel like they're going to beat anyway. They get who is it? Anyway, but then they get to play Boise. Oregon. So once you get to the 8, Oregon, the top seed, has got to play Tennessee or Ohio State, and Penn State, the 6th seed, is going to get to play Boise. How dumb is that?
Shador won the Offensive Player of the Year for the Big 12.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Was it Hunter on defense?
Let me look that up.
All right, if he didn't win Offensive Player of the Year in his conference and he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year in this conference, he can't be the Heisman winner, can he?
I agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's no evidence. I feel like there's like some anti-Deion sentiment in all this, but is there really?
Yeah.
But is there? Like, I don't have it. It wouldn't affect how I vote.
Yeah.
These are Heisman voters now. These aren't guys you're finding out the corner talking ball. You would like to think that it would. But listen, man.
Was Travis Hunter, by the way.
Okay.
They both came from Colorado.
Yeah. And Genty's, you don't have to like, artificially inflate what he's doing, what he's done.
Nope.
Right?
Any other year, he runs away with it.
Yeah, and he may very well win. I've really changed my mind. There was a time I thought it was Cam Ward, and then there was a time I was sure it was Hunter, and now I think my assuredness in this Heisman race has gone to who I would vote for at the time. I think that's what it comes down to.
At that moment in that time.
Yeah, like back when I would have voted for Ward, and then Miami's falling apart, and then Travis Hunter, I would have, like, just a week ago. That was, yeah, for sure. And after this weekend, I really just sat and thought about what both had done. Genty has taken Boise State to the playoff. And Travis Hunter, on a team that has the Offensive Player of the Year on his own team, and it's not him, didn't take Colorado to a playoff with a path I would argue isn't much different than Boise's was. Little different, but not that much. Colorado's got to be kicking themselves for some really bad losses this year.
Yeah.
And, if you're Colorado, you can't afford those. They really hold them against you more than brand teams that have bad losses. See Alabama, although it did keep them out of the playoffs this year. All right, listen, one bit of consistency that we've seen from the Jaguars is, as you might imagine, a negative bit of consistency. We have been hammering on this point since week 2 against the Browns. It feels like it's been every week, and it hasn't been every week, but it feels like it. First quarter ends, we got a goose egg on the scoreboard. Second quarter, mid-quarter, we're down 14-3. It has happened week after week after week. And even though last week it didn't indicate necessarily falling way behind, although we did fall behind, again, another scoreless quarter, half. I got Doug Peterson yesterday on wanting Mac Jones to get going earlier in games.
I think as Mac settles into the game, obviously when, and Trevor's kind of the same way, when we can kind of get into a no huddle type rhythm where there's more quick throws, balls out fast, and he knows where he's going with the football. I mean, that's when he's obviously the best. And a couple times yesterday, protection was a little bit leaky, so he had to scramble and got some tough yards that way. But he continues to improve within the system, within the offense, and again, he's another one you'd love to get him going early in the game. We tried early yesterday to just a couple of quick throws, to get some completions going, and credit Tennessee for defending those. But I think that's something with Mac is just continuing to find those rhythm throws where he can find those easy completions early in the game to get him going.
Yeah, we didn't score to the fourth quarter, so I don't even know what that even means. We don't score any week. So, I mean, it sounds to me like you have Joe Montana at quarterback. It didn't matter if it's Trevor. It doesn't matter if it's Mac Jones. This offense is a dud, man. Week after week after week after week after week, nothing. You can't go back 1 week, look at what the other team does, and 1 week exploit the other guy. You got 17 chances. You can't 1 week go into the film room, take a look at the Jets, break down all their stuff, find a tendency, employ it into your offense, and beat a team for 6 minutes to start a Sunday afternoon. I mean, really, is that a big ask? Am I being like super sarcastic and unfair here? You can't, with a whole week of preparation, just one time get a guy wide open and score by 1:15 on Sunday? Come on, man. Quick throws, get him going. Same with Mac. Garbage, dude. Garbage offense. Garbage explanations. 18 points a game. Got NFL players, man. Got two. I just feel like there's a dozen guys out there that this offense will be doing something. But this week after week after week of you can't score to start the game makes it seem like the game ends Sunday and then everyone binge watches their favorite show all week and then they just run it back on the next Sunday. I know that's not happening, but it can dang sure feel that way. Real quickly, some headlines from the National Football League. We call it a football fix. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers on the home course, Joint Creek Golf Club. Big, the bad news boys last night. Dallas blew it. Blocked a punt. Game tied at 20. Late fourth quarter, and Team Dodo tried to pick up the ball, bounced off of them. Bengals recovered. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, another huge game. Cincinnati trying to keep playoff hopes alive. I like Joe Burrow after the game. He's like, I don't know what y'all talking about. We're 5-8. Well, okay. No room for error, so to speak. How dysfunctional is inside the Eagles locker room? Even the Eagles inside the Eagles locker room don't know what's going on. Brandon Graham is a defensive lineman. Teammates with Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown basically post-game the other day said, what's the problem with the team? Passing. Seems to implicate really only one person, the guy who throws the ball. Anyway, Graham said, the person that's complaining needs to be accountable. I don't know the whole story, but I know Hurts is trying, and Brown could be a little better with how he responds to things. They were friends before this, but things have changed, and I understand that because life happens, but it's the business side that we have to make sure the personal doesn't get in the way of the business. That's what Graham said after the game.
Well said.
Well, he backed off of it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Now he's saying he went a little too far.
I mean, I guess, but he's right, though, man. It's like, no, he's A.J. Brown he's a diva. He's a diva.
For sure. Here's what Graham said yesterday. I made a mistake, and I assumed that it was something that it wasn't. I just want to win so bad that I just don't want to use the media when we need to talk about something, and we can fix the problem ourselves. I didn't add to it in good light, so that's my bad.
Yeah, that's the right thing to say, I guess. Deal with it in the locker room, but he's not wrong.
Yeah, can I remind everyone the Eagles are 10-2?
Right?
That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hicken and Rival more come your way next. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get inside the mind of Jags coach Doug Peterson.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have butterflies.
Coach Speaks. Fridays at 4:05 on The Franchi Show.
I want to win.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Have you heard? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are aiming to sell 1,000 vehicles this December. How? I've told my team to take all reasonable offers. We won't lose your business over price. With thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground, all priced to sell, we guarantee the most money for your trade and the easiest car buying experience ever. I promise we ain't leaving nothing on the table. This is the absolute last weekend. Visit Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
I think we all can agree when you have something valuable, then you better protect it as valuable. And perhaps you've gotten to the stage of your life you're lucky enough to have a lot of nice things. You've worked hard. You have nice things. You want to protect them. I want to tell you about a great, really investment opportunity out at Atlantic Beach with the ShedJacks.com. Nothing like it out at the beaches area. This is luxury storage for luxury need. If you're in the Ran Out of Room Club, the Shed has you covered. But don't join the Run Out of Time Club. Spots are going fast at the Shed in Atlanta Beach. This is luxury storage, most premium warehouse space in AB. Perfect for whatever you want it to be. Boat, RV, car collection, office space. Shoot, build a man cave. Put in that golf simulator. Storing it, working it, playing it feels more like an investment than a purchase in booming AB. Minutes from beaches and boating. You need to see this and act fast. Set up an appointment today. Call 555-3195, 555-3195, or visit theshedjacks.com.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
My name's Jim. I'm 53 years old. There should be options in life, like ways to lose weight. Medications now feel like the only option. I mean, it sounds like a guarantee. I do have friends who have lost weight with them. I tried holding off. I did other diets, but I was miserable. I'd rather be fat and happy. The problem was I wasn't happy fat. I was about to start the meds, but then I heard of Awaken 180's GLP-1 program. Turned out it does the same thing as the meds without injecting myself for life. It absolutely worked. I dropped 45 pounds. I'm now in maintenance, and I feel better than my friends who are still on the meds. Listen, I barely know what GLP-1 is. What I do know is Awaken 180 worked for me, and I was far from miserable doing it.
Thanks, Jim. You all know our success with Awaken 180, and now with Awaken 180's GLP-1 balance, you address the root causes of weight issues. Do it naturally, then keep it off. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I just cannot say enough good things about my friends at Pella Windows and Doors. They have the highest quality products, the strongest limited warranties in the industry, and they just flat out look amazing. But don't just take my word for it. Consumer Reports still has Pella rated #1 in all 3 major window categories, so why not go with the best? Call them today or visit the Pella showroom and be sure to ask about the latest hurricane and impact-resistant windows. That's Pella Windows and Doors on Phillips Highway, and tell them Mike sent you.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hair4me.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. The Georgia SEC Championship victory appears to have come with some costs. On Monday, an injury update was provided for Georgia quarterback Carson Beck, who suffered an elbow injury during the game, and there's no current timetable on his return. Punter Brett Thorson sustained a knee injury to his non-kicking leg in Saturday's game and will require season-ending surgery. The transfer portal opened on Monday. Florida football quarterback Marcus Scalise has entered the NCAA transfer portal, according to On3 Sports. He's a former 3-star recruit. However, it appears he wouldn't have seen much playing time with the emergence of freshman quarterback DJ Lagway. The JU men's basketball team will be on the road this evening to take on Florida Atlantic University. Tip-off is at 7. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:01 and it's 59 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Skating rink music here.
Give yourself a chance.
Do your thing, do your thing.
E, I want you to do it. Shake, shake, shake.
Shake that thing.
Shake, shake, shake.
Drop that.
Shake your booty. Ow! Shake your booty.
Come on.
We got right to the point in the 70s, buddy.
Shake, shake, shake.
Right? Yeah, like they don't now.
Yes, sir. Oh. AC. Oh, yeah. That's a blast from the past right there.
Yeah, music's classic.
Well done there, Emmanuel.
Funny how we look at music. I was just revisiting. I saw something on YouTube, and then we'll turn it over for Dan time. But they reminded us. Remember a couple years ago when we had the big controversy over "Baby, It's Cold Outside" and were those lyrics too bad? And at the very exact same time, number one on the pop charts of the United States was WAP.
Oh!
Doesn't that sum it up? Does that sum up the idiocracy? We're screaming about "Baby, It's Cold Outside" and how that could be, I don't know, I still don't even know what they're complaining. I listen to the song, I don't even know what they're complaining about.
They're complaining about the...
Have another drink?
No, I'm not letting you leave, and you're going to get intimate with me.
Listen, do yourself a favor and don't take a dive into the lyrics of WAP. That was screaming on the radio while we were complaining about "Baby, It's Cold Outside."
Oh, man.
Definitely
That's
not wrong.
America.
We'll jump right to Dreamfinders Homes because I wanted to lead with it. I just wanted to take the temperature of Jag fan. I was talking to some people in the know, and it's just amazing to me where this franchise is right now. Not in terms of, it's amazing with the one loss, but it's amazing in that the owner is so quiet, and we just have no idea. I guess I don't know what he's supposed to say, so I'm not sitting here demanding he release a statement or anything at all. It's just weird that we are here and nobody really has a feel for what he's thinking.
It's frustrating for
after
the
the
fans.
decisions are done. Right. So with all that said, we go to our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, the Gators, and the PGA Tour. Is there any scenario where you would like to see coach/GM back for the Jags in 2025? These are your four choices. Please play along.
I already got my answer.
A, if they win out. B, coach only. C, GM only. D, no way. Both got to go.
D.
D is your answer. E?
Delta.
Bravo. You're not alone. And this is where we are right now, and I understand it. 80.6%. No way. Both got to go. 80.6.
That's the easiest answer. And by the way,
2% if they win out. Now, I would suggest to you that number would change if we did win out.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what people say. There's something about winning and losing. We had Trayvon Walker on the TV show last night.
Good for you. That's a good get.
And good dude. I mean,
it's a bigger win than the Jags have had this year.
Trayvon Walker is a integral piece, regardless of where we believe, we have to get past the whole, should have taken. Walker and Hines Allen are the only two that
The rest of the defensive line, you wouldn't miss a single guy on the line if they weren't here next year.
They got to play Mason Smith a lot, which they're doing now, and he needs to integrate in and find out. He's going to be here. Jarian Jones, young guy, had a good game.
I
on
like
Sunday.
him, and he's flashed even back in the preseason. He is one that is more consistent.
They benched Darby and Cisco on Sunday.
Yeah.
They both did not start now in the hockey
They both played,
rotation.
yeah.
They play. And Cisco actually played pretty well.
Yeah, I think Cisco played more than Darby.
Yeah,
Darby's been a real disappointment.
Darby didn't play much. Darby's time is about
it's really
done.
part. And again, back to your poll question, and it's easy to we can throw it all into Trayvon versus Hutch.
Right.
That'll always be the lightning rod.
Right.
But I mean, listen, you're in a position as the GM to upgrade your football team and make it better. And I just look at these positions that we changed. Darius Williams for Darby, net loss.
Yeah.
Listen,
for Savage.
Yeah, net loss.
Yeah.
I'll even take it. Zay Jones for Gabe Davis. What's a net loss? Zay Jones was much better here than Gabe Davis was.
Yeah. All true. Anyway, you can vote at Dan Hicken. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rates. 15 different communities all across Jacksonville, especially if you're a first-time homeowner and you're thinking, man, I can't afford these homes. But you might be able to. Think again. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. They'll help you navigate through that home purchase. So give it a shot, see what happens, and you may be surprised. But you can vote on that but it's clear we already have a winner. 2 hours to go. No way. Both got to go is where we're at with the.
Yeah, I think it kind of speaks to the question I asked yesterday. Not really with any ill intent, but it's a legitimate question. If you don't make a change here, do you really is winning your priority?
Yeah. Monday night last night was that Joe Burrow's a good player. Golly. I have watched now 2 days in a row. Josh Hines Allen and Joe Burrow.
Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
Oh, yeah, Josh. Yeah. And Josh Hines Allen.
Yeah.
I watched him too, but he did not play quarterback.
No, nor it's anywhere in the same athletic realm.
But Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, that's kind of what we were hoping.
Yeah.
And we're no.
Yeah.
No. For various reasons, but no.
Right.
So, but Joe Burrow is a tough dude. He gets the holy. He's got Jamar Chase, which really helps. And Jamar Chase, by the way, is sticking it up Cincinnati's
Here's the problem.
rear end this year.
Yeah, well, let's circle back. Continue with your point. I'm starting to think one of the worst things that can happen to your franchise is drafting and developing the best receiver in football. And here's why. You can go back to the Super Bowls as far back as you want to go and tell me the receiver that was integral to the team winning the championship. When's the last one? Jerry Rice?
Are you kidding me?
Where the receiver is one of the top 2 or 3 reasons why you won the Super Bowl.
Oof. Cooper Kupp.
Nah. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Matthew Stafford, Todd Gurley.
Cooper Kupp.
He was not the reason.
I
had a good year. He was a receiver with a good year. That's Aaron Donald.
He was so good in that game, dude. He was the guy. He kept driving.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone will look back on the Rams as that being a Cooper Kupp-led championship. I'm not saying that he didn't have a great year. That's not what I mean. And by the way, Cooper Kupp also isn't going to be what Jamar Chase is about to be.
Mm-hmm.
The highest paid receiver in the history of the game, and a serious impediment year to year to keeping your team as best as it can be. You pay those quarterbacks because, listen, the easy answer to the question I just asked you, Mahomes, right, Brady, those guys are the ultimate reason. But, often it's a defensive line, Aaron Donald, or it's a linebacker, Ray Lewis, or it's a – and I only say that because receiver, he's going to cost so much. Honestly, who's going to help you win a title faster? And price point, Saquon or Chase. One costs half as much.
Well, now you're flipping the narrative in terms of
there's a lot
pointing
more
out how the running game is coming back.
Yeah.
Which we talked about with Coach Coughlin last week.
And there's been a lot more running backs who have been the breadwinner on Super Bowl teams in NFL history than receivers. It's hard to find it. Rice is the closest.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best, the reason. It's hard to come up with them. And there's been a lot of great receivers.
Jamar Chase has 15 touchdowns.
And Chase should get paid. He is the best receiver in football, and he will get paid. But I just don't know if that's going to be the best news for who signs him. And he'll put up 1,500 yards and touchdowns, and their team will be good, and they'll make runs.
I'll tell you what I'd do.
What? The Jags?
I give you my number one pick, Cincinnati. You want to give me Jamar Chase and sign him?
Yeah, pay them all.
You know me.
Ooh, yeah,
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. I ain't picking. Give me Jamar Chase. We'll go. Jamar and BTJ, and off we go. Although you do deal. Listen, what is going on in Philadelphia is I mean, they had internal strife derail this team before a couple years ago.
Do I get a Hurts Russ vibe? And I don't necessarily mean their personality. It just doesn't feel like the team loves Hurts. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just taking too much of AJ Brown's cues.
I get more of a
AJ Brown's a pain.
Yeah, and things change. He's like, I'm just sitting there going, well, I always go to one thing: is Jalen dating AJ's ex, or is AJ dating Jalen's ex?
No, neither.
No. Are you sure?
And AJ got paid, right? Didn't they pay him?
Yes.
They did pay him.
Then what do you care? Go be a good football player and try and win.
He's way wrong here.
Yeah.
AJ Brown?
Yes.
Absolutely.
He needs not. You don't put that out there because now look what you've created. And then Brandon Graham just threw gas on it. And then you can't backtrack, Brandon. It's beautiful. And this is what, because he was it a radio bit or a podcast?
It was on like a radio show.
He does it, and he's out, right? He's out for the year, isn't he?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah. So he may say, I want to win so bad. You ain't winning nothing. You're
By the way, they are winning. They're 10-2 or 3 or whatever it is.
I mean, you can't rock the boat, man. That is just the worst.
Even if it's the right message, you can't do it.
Well, I mean,
because he basically picked a side.
Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback, and he's capable of making some great throws, but he's not Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. He's not. He has that extra element with the run, which is important, and they can win with him.
He's an efficient quarterback.
He's even more than that because he's he's the next tier guy. But he's not the upper.
He's
upper
different.
Tier.
It's almost his own tier. He just plays different.
Well,
the guy's got a passer rating of 102.4.
I know. That's what I mean.
Which is, by the way, 7th in the league, right between Russell Wilson and Josh Allen.
Oh, I'll give you one. How about this? Speaking of quarterbacks, I love the quarterbacks. You tell me this. You are an E. Here's your question, and it's you get a new car if you get it right. What NFL team is third in 20-yard plus completions this year behind San Francisco and I forget the other one. I think it was Baltimore, but I'm not sure. But third in 20-yard plus completions.
I did see that they said the other day that Brian Thomas Jr. was like second in that category.
Okay.
So the Jags would be an outrageous answer.
It would be outrageous. It's not correct, though, I'll tell you that.
How about Chicago?
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
I would think they would. This one stunned me.
Okay, how about
the one kid?
Russell Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. Pittsburgh, who's like number one in so many categories. And by the way, have you looked at their last 4 games?
I know the Bengals. They got a tough sked.
Eagles.
Okay.
Bengals.
This week. You know what? They'll go 2-2. I don't care how tough it is.
I know.
They don't get beat. They beat you. They beat you, but sometimes lose the score.
Statistically, they're a better choice than a lot of teams.
They're very well rounded.
They are not getting the credit.
I think they are. Although I will to your point, no one. You're right. I think right now, if you just poll people and you said, okay, Kansas City, Pittsburgh in the playoffs, who you got? Buffalo, Pittsburgh in the playoffs, who you got? I do think that teams, they'd probably be the third or fourth choice, by many in the court of public opinion.
It's
what NFL quarter? I'll ask you one. What NFL starter who started every game for his team this year? And we're, 12, 13 games in. What NFL starter who started every game has but one interception?
One interception.
Oh.
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah.
Is it Josh Allen?
Nope. Allen has now 5.
Okay.
By the way, also, like, double-digit touchdowns, so we're not talking. Yeah, guy's got 1 interception. He's forgotten. He used to be the expectation of Trevor along with Burrow and Allen. He's that guy.
Herbert?
Yeah, it's Herbert. 14 touchdowns, 1 pick. Very efficient under Harbaugh. Who's going to
here's the thing.
Keep things simple.
Here's the thing.
And Ladd McConkey's been terrific.
And this is what we need. Now, that's because he's getting the best out of Herbert.
Well,
Jim Harbaugh is.
But you wouldn't be happy.
Because he doesn't throw it enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, you would want more.
Yeah.
You would want, the numbers to be bigger.
No, I wouldn't, because I'd be happy with the one-loss record.
Only 212 yards per game.
Yeah.
Only 7.6 yards per attempt. That's way low.
It's about winning.
I hear you.
Yeah. And
when the Jaguars were winning, you were happy with the winning, but still wanted that.
Yeah.
Trevor. Didn't mean you were
those numbers that Herbert has, those are like game manager numbers.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
But you know what?
He feels like gunslinger.
Yeah,
exactly.
but he's proven he can be a gunslinger.
Right.
Our guy
exactly.
hasn't.
That's fair.
This guy's thrown for 5,000. I think he's thrown for 5,000 a year. But I know
I'm pretty sure he had 41 touchdowns.
Yeah, I know he's so he's proven he can do it. So try it my way is what Jim Harbaugh said, and I promise you, we'll be playing
win
at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what it says. Try it my way and we'll win.
And Justin Herbert's like, cool.
Yeah, Herbert in his second year in the league had 5,000 passing yards and 38 touchdowns. He started 31-10, 38-15.
Yeah.
And then he kind of fell back the year we beat him in the playoffs. He went 25-10, which isn't great. Passer rating, he's never had 100 passer rating in a year. And then last year through the injuries, kind of fell back. 20 touchdowns, 7 picks. But the picks have, I wouldn't say have been a problem, but they've been, there's been a lot of them early in his career. So to have one, that's been a big improvement.
I was just warming up. We got a Super Tuesday edition of The Drill right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
This is your Duvall Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Listen, I know we're going to have a season of change in the offseason. Whether it's GM or coach, there's going to be a bunch of players who aren't around here anymore as well. And you're thinking about names, you think about guys, and I don't know this, but, will Andre Sisco be back? Will Christian Kirk be back? You think about Ryan Nielsen, another guy, the defense coordinator. So start at the top with Balke and Peterson. It'll filter down, but clearly there's an overhaul coming in the offseason in Jacksonville, FLA. And that's your Duvall Minute. It's brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the look for winners. They're looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. Pennies include 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Woo! Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work over the past several years in Jacksonville. It's rapidly growing. It's proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years of family-owned and operated. Terrific people over at Lift Power. Don't let this opportunity slip by. You can learn more at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. English is their second language. Their native tongue is teal and black.
Let's go!
Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios.
10 to noon on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, I get it from my friends at Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart and his dad started the company, still with Shane, and his guys are all from here, taking care of people, live here, people like us. We've used Lockhart Construction numerous times. They do great work. They're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, they're clean. They're in and out of your house, man, and they're friendly. They're great people. So I like to say their family gives our family a better living experience. You unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. If you have a construction need, a remodel idea, all you got to do is call Shane, and he'll call you back. That's how he works. 994-3865, Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Protect your home with Tyson Sound and Security. Denny Thompson here. Porch Pirates are on the prowl, but with their smart doorbell camera, you'll see who's at your door whether you're home or not. Tyson's smart doorbell camera gives you peace of mind detecting people and packages, keeping your family and belongings safe all season long. Call Tyson Sound and Security today for holiday savings on cameras and home security systems. Enjoy a worry-free holiday with Tyson Sound and Security.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duvall. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duvall and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a professional stamp licker from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Martin Celery.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait to play, Bob.
Well, let's move things along. Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
Wait, but
That's right, Marty. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we've stocked up on the remaining inventory of low-cost 2024 model air conditioners. So you win. We're passing the savings on to you.
Can I answer a question first?
We need to make room for the 25s, so we're offering great deals on AC replacements while supplies last.
Could I spin the wheel at least? I've been practicing for a year.
With last-minute deals like this, there's no question that you are cool.
What do I tell my kids?
There you go. Have a souvenir t-shirt.
Thanks.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey folks, Dave Binion with Zero Res. I asked my wife what she wants for Christmas, and she said the same thing she does every year. She wants a clean home full of family and friends. That means the carpets, the tile and grout, the large oriental rug in our family room, and the huge sectional sofa that everyone loves to hang out on all need a good Zero Res cleaning. Give Zero Res a call and get your carpets cleaned for only $49 a room, and get your tile and grout cleaned for 25% off. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res. It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Loggerman. We take you from the water to the woods.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Best Bet is number one. That's right, Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine have one-card poker, the fastest and easiest card game to learn and play. Play one card at a time, and the highest card wins even money. If the card values are the same, it's time for war, just like the game you remember. You must be 18 years or older to play. Learn all the games at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
We got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, you like to hand out a prize pack that you refer to as Razzle Dazzle for the kids. What do we got today?
Oh, I got a gift card. It's actually a $50 gift card to St. Nicholas Guns and Range, plus a $50 gift card to Metro Diner. This is all a part of the holiday gift guide. Make sure you head over to 1010XL.com for more gift ideas.
I caught an interview on the McAfee show yesterday. Bill Belichick was on. And so McAfee immediately asked him about the North Carolina gig, and Belichick said he wanted to go back to Coach Bill instead of Media Bill. In other words, we're just on to Cincinnati.
Right. So it is an act. He admitted it.
Yeah, basically. But he had some really interesting things. And quite frankly, if I was North Carolina and he was telling me these things, it would intrigue me. He basically said what I would do if, and this is a big if, Pat, I'll just say if, he goes, but, and so he's obviously thought about it. And this is such a smart idea, and the way that we're headed. We all know this. We've talked about this for a year or so. They're modeling, college football programs are modeling themselves after NFL teams. He basically is saying, I will prepare you in every which way if you come to school to play for me for the National Football League. Now, if you're not good enough, you're not going to make it. I'll still prepare you for life after football. But I am preparing you in the way we teach, the way we coach, the way we emulate the National Football League.
I think that would work.
100%.
He'd be the perfect guy for it.
Carolina has always been that sleeping giant.
Well, that's what
right?
I'm saying. So if you're a kid in the South, and all of a sudden you got Bill Belichick wanting you to come play, and he's going to get me ready for the NFL. Yeah, he knows how he can. And by the way, you want a truthful, brutal opinion, son? You just aren't good.
But it
enough.
also it says something too about Belichick. The guys who play for him were good and were Belichick guys, like coach under him. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes a certain kind of guy, right? A certain kind of personality, a certain kind of leader.
Now Brady and Gronk and Edelman were all on.
Still respected him.
Yeah, but we're all on Fox, making fun of this idea. On Sunday, which is fine. But it's clear to me that he's at least thought about it, and.
I said, well, because that's different. That's not just, what's the recruiting
he's going to bring in NFL guys to coach, and he's going to bring in a GM.
Yeah, he's going to bring in Tom Brady one practice, dude. Can you imagine the resources? What a selling point. Hey, man, you want to be a quarterback? Oh, by the way, Brady's coming next Tuesday.
I think the word on Brady, the rumor on Brady, is that he's going to quit the booth and go do the Raiders stuff. And he's going to go handpick his next coach, and he's going to be sort of the owner.
He doesn't seem like he's having particular fun. I mean, he doesn't sound miserable, don't get me wrong, but a year of Brady, he does not stand out. His voice his voice blends in with every other color. It could be Keller. I mean, they're all he doesn't stand out. I find myself watching a Brady game for 4 or 5 minutes before it dawns on me, or I realize that it's a Brady game.
Yeah, like because when Romo first came out, Romo stuck like
you know what I was thinking though that helps, this guy's good, and I don't dislike him. Okay. But this is the weakest lead announcer for an NFL network that we've had in a long time. It helps Romo that when you hear Nance, you know the number one guy's there.
Yeah,
when you hear Buck, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burkhardt is anonymous, man. Nobody knows who Kevin Burkhardt is.
Yeah.
And he's been the main guy there at Fox for 2 or 3 years.
Well, he had a
sweet baby KK, I like to call him.
Kevin Burkhardt was the Mets sideline reporter.
I know. I remember that.
Meteoric rise in the business.
Yeah. And the other guys for the Mets sideline reporters, a good job. You should have taken that. Did they have that, like the Evan Washburn or whatever his name? Wasn't he your guy at one point?
I don't know. No. I only know.
Who's the tall guy that did it a couple years ago? Or is that?
It's Burkhardt.
That is Burkhardt.
And now Gelbs does it.
Yeah, so anyway, I think that probably detracts a little bit from noticing that it's Brady for a while, because Burkhardt's another one. He's very good, but he blends in with all the other very good ones.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. So I don't get. In the end, I don't think Belly I think it was a good move for Belly in a lot of ways. I think it made people stop thinking about, he's just in it for the record. You give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think you take a good look at him. And so it'll be interesting to see what he does. But he clearly wants to coach.
Here come the texts.
Uh-huh.
He just wants to get his Girlfriend into grad school.
Oh, boy.
It's because Belichick's looking for a new girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, that's a little old. That's even a little too young for him. 20. 27 is where he draws the line.
Belly.
And by the way, in fairness, I'm sure there are other pros. I bet you Nick Saban pitched that. I don't think this is going to be a unique approach. I think anybody who's got NFL experience and is coaching in college football uses that to his advantage. I know what it takes to get there. You know what I mean? Now they don't have the, you don't have the street cred that 6-time Super Bowl champion has. But even if Bill Belichick gets this operation up and running, he won't be the first to sell the kids on, NFL preparation.
Yes.
It's real similar to like Deion going to Colorado.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that because Deion, when he's recruiting, he pitches like, yeah, I'm going to prepare you for the NFL, but I'm also going to prepare you for life if you don't make it to the NFL. And that's pretty much the same way Bill Belichick's doing, just at a different program.
That's exactly right. And I think more and more teams are going to do that, I think. Yeah, right?
They'll seek like great NFL players or coaches to come in and coach these young men because, like we said, the NFL or college football is basically professional. Mm-hmm. So they're just prepping
it is.
for it.
This is what's happened. This is what we're having. Speaking of that, I heard a couple rumors, juicy rumors here about the transfer portal.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you talk about them?
Go ahead.
Oh. All right. Well, and I don't know if this is true. So
I may have different ones than you.
This is Sports Talk Radio. So Gators have a couple backup defensive linemen who are rumored to be headed to Texas A&M. Texas A&M has their old coach, and apparently A&M's paying $500,000.
Oof.
And so
I told E that this is a problem when you sit down at the end of the year with 4 defensive linemen and tell one that was more productive than the other 3 or anywhere. I'm not using anything specific, but tell somebody more productive than the others that he's not getting as much money, and you got a problem.
Well,
and that's happening. It's happening in locker rooms all over college football.
It's a problem with kids, man.
And so the great news for Florida is that Caleb Banks is coming back, so that was a surprise.
But names that you thought were solid and you didn't worry about are percolating.
But here's the deal. So Florida has the money. So they have to decide, and this is how it's business, E. So let me see. You wrote them down? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be bad.
Also.
Oh, no.
I can't. Now that one is woof.
Oh, you're not saying that?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you who I heard. I heard it was Searcy.
I've heard that.
And Cam, what's the Cam kid's last name? Hold on, I'll get it.
D lineman?
Yeah.
Not Cam Waits.
No, it has the offensive lineman. It's
no, Cameron James.
Yeah, Cam James. Yeah.
With a K, isn't it?
No. I don't think so. It might be.
I think it's Cameron with a K. I don't know, though. I do know.
No one knows. Anyway, so Searcy's a good young player. He's played a lot of snaps. But, again, so
that's fine as long as, like, the Pyburns and Saps and McCrae's and, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. You add one from the transfer portal.
Well, I like Cam James. I don't want him to leave, and I like Searcy. They're both
24,
young guys.
right? When Cam James 24, some odd number. Yeah. No, I like all but here's the reality.
And I don't know that this is happening.
These players aren't going to settle for a rotation when they can make as much or more money and play. I will say this.
I don't think it's about the playing. I think it's about the cash money.
I think some of it is. For some guys in different scenarios, it's also about the playing.
Yeah.
Listen, this is as easy to see coming as anything. You can't. It's going to be really, really hard to construct championship caliber chemistry in today's college football because it's just you got too many internal peer pressure, greed. It's just bad.
Yeah. But it's always about the money first and then maybe the other stuff second. But
I would say this, to what you're hearing from Gainesville, I think, and this is why programs are to a point where they got to be proactive. And the season ends, you better, within the first few days before bowl season, before practice, sit down with your 15 guys and often their parents and level with them what you think they earned.
Well, I'm sure they do.
I know they do. Yeah, I'm just saying, and that's that not every kid leaves. That kids you think will be fine because it's like this, Dan. You've had a great year of work. You're going in. You hear the company's got budget. You're expecting a big raise.
The way I understand,
and you go in and find out you don't get one.
The way I understand it is these kids sign either half year or full year contracts, and then they redo, and I think this is probably redo time. So you probably do have all these. It's such a pain. I feel for these coaches in this, but
I'm ready for this. I'm already ready for the portal. I'm not looking forward to this 3 weeks of sports.
Well, they've brought in. There's a bunch of receivers who are rumored to be coming to Gainesville. There's a receiver from LSU, and then he plucks these guys that I think it was.
It's like a Miami of Ohio kid.
Yeah. And then there's another kid
down at FIU.
There's a kid whose dad played baseball and mom did something athletically at Florida, and they're looking at him. So there's a bunch of different things. It's like
it's been hit or miss. He's had some big hits. There's also some big misses. I saw a retrospect on last year's transfer portal class. And yeah, there were some pleasant surprises, but there were also some. I mean, the guy they expected the most of was a non-factor, and you could argue that maybe Asa Turner was the one you expected the second most from, non-factor.
Who was the one?
He was the safety from Washington.
No, who are you talking about? You said the guy they expected the most was a non-factor. Who?
I just had it in my head, and now I'll.
Oh, okay.
It was Slackman. Joey Slackman. Yeah.
Slackman.
Right? That was the guy. He was the highest-ranked transfer portal guy Florida got.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the receivers are great.
Yeah, but they weren't much expected of them. They were just bit receivers where they came from, and they both were more than we expected. He's been good at spotting that receiver.
Yeah.
He's done that now a couple times. He did it with...
Some of those defensive guys were good. Gums was good.
Yeah, Gums was better. He had not done much at Northern Illinois before he came.
Yeah, so, you just see what you see. All right, we got to take a break. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're going to win.
A gift card for $50 to St. Nicholas Guns and Range, plus a $50 gift card to Metro Diner.
Yeah.
This is all a part of our holiday gift guide.
Yeah.
Make sure you head over to 1010XL.com for more gift ideas.
Merry Christmas, Guggen.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
My name's Jim. I'm 53 years old. There should be options in life, like ways to lose weight. Medications now feel like the only option. I mean, it sounds like a guarantee. I do have friends who have lost weight with them. I tried holding off. I did other diets, but I was miserable. I'd rather be fat and happy. The problem was I wasn't happy fat. I was about to start the meds, but then I heard of Awaken 180's GLP-1 program. Turned out it does the same thing as the meds without injecting myself for life. It absolutely worked. I dropped 45 pounds. I'm now in maintenance, and I feel better than my friends who are still on the meds. Listen, I barely know what GLP-1 is. What I do know is Awaken 180 worked for me, and I was far from miserable doing it.
Thanks, Jim. You all know our success with Awaken 180, and now with Awaken 180's GLP-1 balance, you address the root causes of weight issues. Do it naturally, then keep it off. Awaken180weightloss.com.
The inflation fighter is back and saving you thousands at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and right now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned, just $500 down and $288 per month gets you a pre-owned 2021 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $500 down and $388 per month. You also get no payments till January 2025. It's all at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Bold City AC, heating that rules.
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bold City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options.
Bold City AC, we got the crew. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
It's the Gator Podcast Channel with Frank Frangie and me, Dan Hicken, on all things Gators. Hacker and Denny Thompson have Gator Bites, and you can find them wherever you find podcasts or at 1010XL.com. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Injured in an accident? Have mounting medical bills? Can't work? Don't worry. Zach's got your back. I'm Zach Von Rowan of Von Rowan Law. I will fight for the compensation that you deserve. Set up your free consultation at zachsgotyourback.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime Enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the product, services, best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Christmas. 0% financing, available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway. And as always, tell them Prosser sent you.
Hey, make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Gruber Foundation. If you're 45 or older, the ball's in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. 45 is the new 50. Get screened for colon cancer. Get screened now. Men and women. The Borland Gruber Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGruberFoundation.com for more.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The rushing attack of the Jaguars was a major component in the victory over the Titans, says head coach Doug Peterson.
You know, Tank, obviously the touchdown run, and he and ETN both had a couple of nice little bursts in there, which really helped us out.
Jag head coach was also impressed with the play of defensive tackle Mason Smith.
He was strong, especially at the point of attack, anchored a little bit better. I think for the most part, he is probably one of his better games.
Quarterback Mac Jones, following the game, expressed the need to get wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. going earlier.
He was open all game, but I just kind of have to give him the ball earlier and let him settle in. You know, as a rookie, I've been there. You want to get some catches, get going, feeling good.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
He played wide receiver in award number 28 for the head ball coach with over 2,000 yards and 31 touchdowns for the Gators. His teammates called him Captain Doe. He's now an analyst for SEC Network. And here on The Drill, Chris Dorman.
Brought to you by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, let's bring in Chris Doring from the SEC Network, catch up with him. We got a lot of issues to talk about.
Well,
in college football, Chris.
today's not an official date on the calendar, Chris, but from what I understand down in Gainesville, it's kind of a big day. They've met with all of these players trying to figure out who's getting what cash and NIL offer, and you're sitting here with a bunch of teenagers, and you get their emotions and everything involved. And it made me wonder, how do you think Spurrier would handle one of those NIL negotiations back in the day, Chris? Huh?
Not well. How do you handle the negotiations of kind of trying to get guys to sign? You don't want to be a Gator? Yeah. We'll beat you. Yeah. We'll win with you or without you.
Yeah, no, with you. Without you.
About right. Probably how it go.
I think inevitably with this whole process, and it's just so rife with potholes, it'll blow up college football. Something's going to have to change. It's going to have to be either a salary cap. Everybody's going to have to get the same. There's just, it can't be. Chris, you've been in locker rooms. You've been in championship-level locker rooms. I mean, I know that talent trumps, and you got to have coaching and leadership, but at the end of the day, chemistry is at least a part of what you do, your culture. And the way that this college football has this thing so greedily set up where there's no rhyme or reason to who makes what and why, it has to feed just the ultimate negative locker room experience.
Yeah, chemistry is very important, as you mentioned, and I think that's kind of the key to Florida's turnaround this year. It's been the chemistry that's been developed, the leadership that has kind of risen, particularly with what DJ Lagway has done. So, I do think that there is a lot of changes that need to take place. I don't know. You mentioned the salary cap idea. That's great. Yeah, all right. So we got the salary cap, but what prevents guys from getting money on the side through these name, image, and likeness opportunities?
Right.
I say that in air quotes because they're already funneling money that's not supposed to be pay for play, not supposed to be recruiting inducements under the auspices that it's name, image, and likeness. So I don't know how you'd ever be able to completely regulate what was going on, what was being paid, because you couldn't limit the opportunity for guys to go out and make money off of who they are, the reputation that they supposedly have created. So it's a little overwhelming to me to think about how you go about mandating some of this stuff and what would actually be okay with Congress that you were trying to limit guys' earning ability.
I know how Florida does it, Chris, in terms of they have sort of they do it like by position, like if the quarterback gets this much or up to this much, running backs get up to this much. But if you're an offensive lineman and you hear your buddy got more than you, and wait a minute, he got 250 and I only got 175.
Or your first string, and they tell you the second string is going to make more because they are, forecasting.
And the reason we brought it up, I've heard a bunch of rumors, a couple guys, backup guys on the defensive line, and I hear Texas A&M's throwing $500,000 at them, and then Florida has to make a decision. Well, do we want to put our money into those guys, or do we think they're not worth the value? You might as well just do like Belichick said and make it mini NFL organizations.
It already feels like that. I don't know if you guys have seen the trend, but there are a lot of schools that are hiring
GMs,
general managers, guys to just come in, evaluate talent, help negotiate how they're going to pay certain players. And one of the things that I have a problem with, you're seeing guys come in out of high school that haven't even played a snap of college football that are being guaranteed large amounts of money. That's the problem that I think would create the biggest issue in the locker room is how you tell a guy that's been around for a couple of years making plays for your school that he's not going to make as much as a guy that's, a high school player that had to even come in and play down at college football. So, I think there's a lot to deal with. But I will say this, though. I was just looking at the names from Kentucky that have put their name in the transfer portal. It's a lot of them and a lot of well-known names. I don't want to jinx it to speak too soon, but I've been very pleased with not only what Florida has been able to do to limit the number of guys in the portal, but also the number of guys that have come out and said they're going to play in the bowl game. I'm actually starting to feel optimistic that maybe the pendulum is swinging back towards the middle of guys choosing to play in general in college football in the bowl games as opposed to opting out. And maybe that's what needs to be written in these NIL deals is that, hey, you're required to play at any ball game that your team participates in, including the postseason.
I think there is some of that going on. I think that is part of the contract. You mentioned the bowl game, so here's my quick little beef with the bowl games. The college football, whomever it is SEC or whatever conference, they've got to do a better job of trying to help the next level of bowl games, or the next level of bowl games will be gone. Because we got the playoff now. If they're going to go to 16 teams, it's going to get even worse. And that's fine. If you want to go that direction, that's fine. But television loves the bowl games because they make a ton of money off these things. Attendance doesn't quite much as matter, but if you want the cities to continue to host the bowl games, Florida should have been in one of the second-tier 6 bowls, and they were trying to send them to Memphis because everybody wants to come to the Sunshine State. I get that, but you have to match with location to help the fan, I think. And ultimately, I give Florida credit because I think Florida basically said, "Oh, look, our fans don't want to go to Memphis. We'll just go to Gasparilla, take less money, and play in Tampa."
We're used to that, right? In the past, it's been about, all right, how many guaranteed tickets can you promise?
Right.
And that's been a recruiting inducement for the bowl games. And so, it's been flawed for a long time, but I'm with you. It does need to be something that makes sense geographically and creates a little excitement. I, for one, man, I've had multiple people text me and ask me if I could help them get Gasparilla Bowl tickets, which I don't know that anybody needs help for me to get them because it seems like they're pretty available. But I do think there's an excitement about this bowl trip, particularly for Florida, and trying to keep the win streak going. Florida hadn't won a bowl game since 2019, and so I do think there's some of that as it relates to fans. Like the Illinois being 9-3, they got a chance to get some excitement going about not only this past season but the upcoming season. So I imagine they'll travel pretty well. We were actually doing our show on Sunday night. It's one of the most difficult shows we do with the bowls just kind of leaking out and trying to figure out who's playing who and then who's going to be playing in those games. And we were trying to put our finger on some of the most exciting games. I think the bowl game between South Carolina and Illinois will be one that both teams are into. I actually kind of think Texas A&M and USC is cool out in the Vegas Bowl. I mean, Florida didn't have a great showing in the Vegas Bowl, but I had heard rumors that there was some negotiation trying to make Ole Miss and Colorado happen in the Vegas Bowl, which would have been awesome to get a chance to see.
Yeah, you got to work on those matchups. That's what the committee does in basketball. You ever notice he's going against his old team, or you set up
a second round matchup.
Yeah,
they say that's not a factor, but
of course it is. 100%. All right, so ultimately, again, I know everybody's up in arms over the playoff and screaming and yelling.
But shouldn't they be?
I don't know.
If we had an 8-team playoff under any of the former parameters, 2 of the top 4 seeds wouldn't have even made the tournament. How do smart guys have such lack of awareness of what's about to happen?
Yeah.
At what point does somebody say, "Hey, whoa, guys, you guys realize what we're doing here? We're setting up the possibility of putting UNLV in the top 4 seed." How do you miss this before it happens?
I do like the idea. I mean, years ago, there needed to be an advocate for Boise. Boise's kind of the first team that you could remember that wanted to have that opportunity to compete with the big boys. I like it, but I don't know that there's a spot for that in the top.
Not a bye. You just shouldn't get a bye. We'll get you in, and that's fine. I got no problem with those teams in Arizona State, Boise State, Clemson. They just shouldn't be. You shouldn't be rewarded for winning the Mountain West.
We had Greg Sankey on a couple times this past weekend over in Atlanta, and one of the things that he's very passionate about is reseeding the field after you have all the teams in, and now let's reseed it from there, which I like, but I also don't like. I mean, I do think that there should be a value in playing in the SEC championship game. I talked to Josh Brooks from Georgia, the athletic director there. He said maybe you make it an inducement for those guys that play in the championship game from the SEC and the Big Ten, that the winner gets the bye and the loser gets a guaranteed home game in the first round of the playoff. I think that could be an interesting caveat to include as they renegotiate things. Let's be honest. This is a trial year to figure out what works, what doesn't work. We're going to be at 14 teams. We're going to be maybe 16 in the next 2 years. So it creates a great debate. It's great for guys like you and I who get a chance to talk about this as the weeks continue here.
I know, and we'll wrap up with this. We got Chris Doring. He's got to go to work. But I know you're on the SEC network, but some of the SEC people are some kind of stupid. Your Alabama guy telling us we got to reconsider strength of schedule when your losses are in the SEC and not in the out-of-conference. Now, we know you beat Mercer and Western and USF and Whiskey. I mean, settle down with that. And then What about your boy Kirby just blasted Sankey, who's like 8 feet away from him? Like it's saying, he sent us on the road everywhere. I mean, what are we doing, man? Come on.
That was awkward. It was funny because Greg Sankey told us a couple days before that, we talking to him about the trophy announcement. He goes, man, it's weird. You can't hear down there at all. It's just a weird acoustic. So I'm not even sure he heard it.
Well, hopefully not.
His face didn't look like. I mean, it was definitely very awkward. But I give Georgia. I hate to do it.
Yeah.
I wonder how you guys feel because that's how I mentioned on my show yesterday. I'm watching that game and I'm finding myself cheering for Georgia.
I don't. You know what? You just said the damnedest thing. I turned to my wife the other day. I said, I hate Georgia. Why am I pulling for Georgia
we didn't want
to win
Texas
this
to
game?
win the first
Is that
one.
what it is?
Yeah, that's my thought.
So you did the same thing.
In a way.
I can't. To a point. That's so funny. I'm glad you brought that up. I had forgotten it. I was so unproud of it.
It was interesting because I think we all kind of felt the same. I refused in the preseason to put Texas in the SEC championship game. I just thought it'd be so difficult for them to come into the league and acclimate. Credit to them, they did get a little bit of an easier schedule within the conference. Obviously, they played a bunch of teams in the bottom half that finished in the bottom half of the league. But I also think this Georgia team's actually. It's different from other Georgia teams, man. They're flawed.
Yeah, they're not near as good.
They have holes. They're
heck of a coaching job by Kirby this year. I will say that.
It's the best coaching job that Kirby's had since he's been in
I agree.
in Athens. So if they can win it all, man, that'll be a feather in his cap for sure.
All right, my man. Well, we'll let you run. Appreciate
it, Chris.
Thanks for being on with you guys.
All right, there he goes. That's our buddy Chris Doring from the SEC Network. Yeah.
You know,
might have been the last one, by the way.
Maybe. Well, maybe we can drag him in for the Florida Bowl. You know, now that Florida's playing on December 20th, we can preview their game next week. Let's do this. Let's take a break. Let's come back on the other side. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on 1010XL.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. After you watch the game, discuss it with Hacker, Leon, and Coach Campo. From Hurricane Grill and Wings, Bartram Park, it's the window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter. Brought to you by Von Rowan Law and Hurricane Grill and Wings. 2 hours after the final whistle on game day. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, I mean it. If you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, you'll find out what I'm talking about. There's no pressure there, just friendly help. You know, I got my boy Blue, the blue Silverado, love it. But if you want a truck like me or a car, an SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. MooreChevy.com, so easy to navigate as any site you can try. It's got all the vehicles, sales, service, parts. And don't get me started on the service department. There's nobody better. I've been doing a lot of years with service departments, and I love George Moore Chevrolet service. Never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet gang, together, let's drive.
Get off the ladder and put on the helmet with Gutter Helmet of North Florida. We are family owned and manufactured locally. Cleaning your gutters is a dangerous and dirty job. That's why with Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. Water goes in your gutters while trash and debris go on the ground. It won't collect like filters do. Gutter Helmet protects. Call now for 10% off and a free gutter cleaning and tune-up with your purchase of Gutter Helmet. Call 904-762-7779.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 47th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget, and with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, open 7 days a week in December.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
3D Digital Digital has you covered for any of your business's digital marketing needs. From producing award-winning videos to getting those digital ads to follow your customers around the internet, our team has your back. Visit 3ddigital.com or give us a call at 904-712-4004 to schedule a free consultation today. 904-712-4004.
Are you a member of the Ran Out of Room Club? Maybe it's a boat, RV, or cars. Maybe it's office space. A luxury storage unit at the Shed is your solution. Opening soon in Atlanta Beach. AC and plumbing available and spots filling fast. Don't join the Ran Out of Time Club. Go to theshedjacks.com.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a professional stamp licker from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Martin Celery.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait to play, Bob.
Well, let's move things along. Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
Wait, but
That's right, Marty. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we've stocked up on the remaining inventory of low-cost 2024 model air conditioners. So you win. We're passing the savings on to you.
Can I answer a question first?
We need to make room for the 25s, so we're offering great deals on AC replacements while supplies last.
Could I spin the wheel at least? I've been practicing for a year.
With last-minute deals like this, there's no question that you are cool.
What do I tell my kids?
There you go. Have a souvenir t-shirt.
Thanks.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey folks, Dave Binion here with Zero Res. At Zero Res, we love rugs. We will treat your fine Oriental rugs with the tender and loving care they deserve. Gerard, the Zero Res rug manager, is one of the few certified master rug cleaners in Florida. If you want your rugs cleaned with tender loving care, call Zero Res. Right now, get your rugs washed and we will give you 25% off. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Hey, Hicken here from Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and of course, he's a founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today. Experience the difference. They're keeping the first coast focused. That's Bow 9 and Associates. Homeowners, listen up. Did you know that 9 out of 10 borrowers get a better deal by calling Loan Pronto? Hey, it's Prosser here, and the Fed has dropped the rates again. The election is over, and Loan Pronto has APRs in the low fives for refis, debt consolidation, and purchase loans. If your current mortgage rate is over 6%, or if you're in the process with another lender, don't settle. Call Loan Pronto now for a second opinion. Lock a lower rate today and close in as little as 2 weeks, often with no appraisal. And if you act now, you won't make your first payment till February. This 5-minute call saves homeowners an average of $5,000, lower rates and lower fees. So get your Loan Pronto rate quote instantly with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. It's Loan Pronto. Call them at 904-999-1508, or you can visit loanpronto.com. That's Loan Pronto at 904-999-1508, loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781 on approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by St. Nicholas Guns and Range. The Florida Gators men's basketball team has earned a top 10 ranking in the AP poll for the first time this season and in a decade. The team will next face Arizona State on Saturday at 3 p.m. You can hear it live on 1010XL FM 92.5. Miami Northwestern is the team standing in the path of reigns for Saturday Florida's High School Athletic Association Class 3A Championship. The kickoff is at 7:30. The 2024 PGA Tour Q School begins on Thursday at the TPC Sawgrass Dive Valley and the Sawgrass Country Club. The field of 171 players will play 2 rounds at each course. The top 5 plus ties earn PGA Tour cards for the 2025 season. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:04, it's 61 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Is this segment sponsored? It is. Okay.
Today's Power Poll is
I'll allow
brought to you by Royal Pest Services Jacksonville.
Sure it is.
Darn right it is. It's getting kind of hectic. 1 week ago, the Jacksonville Jaguars were 30th, but coming off a stellar NFL Instant Classic win over the Tennessee Titans.
I rewatched it yesterday.
Most of us did.
Oh, no, wait. That was the grass growing. My bad.
How high did they jump up? Did they go up 10 spots? Did they go up 15 spots? Where are they this week when they were 30th 1 week ago?
E, my friend, go ahead. Offer up your prediction.
Man, we stayed right there.
30. I'm going to go with this. I don't know why they just insist to like us more than they should. I don't like you like that. I think we'll move up. Move up a spot or two. The Giants will be worse than us. The Raiders, the Titans. 28.
28 and 30 are the two picks. Here we go at 32. They're 2-11. They can't even kick a field goal when it matters. It's the New York Football Giants. Most shocking ranking, 32nd in points per game. Ooh, not a good look for an offensive.
Yeah, Duvall's not going to survive. And there's a lot of people that think you should. I know, but you were an offensive. It is. Yeah. If you're last, it's your fault. If you're special, right? You're going to at least not be last.
At 31, with also a 2-11 record, they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their most shocking ranking, they're dead last in running the football. The Las Vegas Raiders.
That's not shocking because their running backs are terrible. Samir White, and Abdullah, and Madison. Ugh.
What about Sincere McCormick?
Been big lately.
And number 30 with a 3-10 record, their most shocking ranking is their 32nd in total defense. That's right. It's your Jacksonville Jaguars.
You nailed it. 30. I'm surprised that we're behind Tennessee. That doesn't seem right.
Chasing the second worst average in franchise history on the defensive side of the ball behind the 2020 team, and it wasn't their fault. They had COVID.
What is the Titans' record? 3-10?
At number 29 with a 3-10 record, the Tennessee Titans.
I mean, listen, this is far from mattering at all, but explain to me how two teams with the same record, one who just beat the other on the road last week, separated by one spot in the rankings, how the one that lost is ranked ahead?
Even better news at number 28, this week's opponent, the New York Jets.
Yeah. The Panthers are, the Panthers the Panthers are starting to get some love. Bryce Young, you said this yesterday real quick in passing, but he is playing better.
They're 26th.
No.
At number 27, another team that we've knocked off this year, the New England Patriots. Impressive.
All those teams have gotten better since we played them, but us. You notice that?
Yeah.
They do. Teams are supposed to improve. Even bad teams should improve. Even our win, we didn't improve. Same old sorry-ass mistakes, can't score, scoreless first quarters and halves, falling behind, offense can't get out of its own way. You know what we're averaging in the last 4 games, boys? You want to take a quick guess without looking?
Points?
Yeah.
13.
11 points a game, man. Yeah. You can't try hard for a week as any kind of accomplished mind in football and only get 11 points over the course of 4 weeks without being terrible at what you do.
Just a vanilla offense.
Right. And by the way, it's even more damning that we don't have bottom barrel 2-win talent. We don't have Blaine Gabbert at quarterback or just awful teams. It's better than 11 points a game.
I was thinking about this yesterday because we, coming off the Kansas City game where they won again on a doink and to win the game. And, it's just amazing. And everybody's like, oh, the Kansas City will get got. Who's going to got them? Who's going to get them? There's one team to me that can beat them.
Well, you're going to say the Steelers.
No.
Well, the Steelers could get them. They can play some defense. They could beat them in a low score in 16-13. They can beat them that way, I think.
Arrowhead Invitational.
Yeah.
Once again.
Well, they've earned it. I don't think there's just one.
You
team.
do? Okay.
I mean, I think the Ravens could get them. I think
5 losses. They're 8-5.
I know. I'm saying could get them.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, I think it matters that you win every game by the hair on your chinny chin chin in the final moments. You're not dominating. You can't just count on winning all those games.
And when Mahomes has to make a play, man.
Yeah, I get it. But Will Worthy. I'm not worried about Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, listen, now we had this argument.
By the way, Buffalo's the team now.
Yeah, and I'm not arguing because I said last week, I'm not ready to just hand it to the Lions either. I'll take the Chiefs. The Chiefs just find a way to win. But I think more than Buffalo can can play with them.
Lions Bills this week.
Yeah, it's going.
Ooh.
What about that Bills schedule? They seem to have had a tough one. Every time I look up, they're playing at the Ravens. They're playing the Chiefs. They're playing, they just have the Rams are a funny team too. I just love teams. I just love teams that at least fight, that week to week can beat anybody. And we used to be that team, right? Even when we were struggling through 9 and 8 week to week we could beat anybody. And now we can't beat anybody.
After the Lions, we get the Patriots, Jets, and Patriots for the Bills. So
okay, so they'll maybe win one.
So the Bills should
lose one, maybe maybe more.
Bills should be sitting pretty.
Yeah. But if you're not the 1 seed, does it matter?
No. It really did. Well,
okay.
yeah.
It's going to matter because you're going to get that third best team at home.
Yeah.
Like you in Baltimore, you and whoever.
Yeah.
Who is it? Pittsburgh, I guess. What is Pittsburgh's record? 10-3?
Are they 10-3 now?
Well, I mean, there's only
4 games left.
Yeah, but there could be 5.
Pittsburgh is 10-3.
Oh, yeah. So they're 10-3. And the Bills are 10-3?
Listen to who Pittsburgh has left. Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like you said, 2-2 is fine.
And they've had some tough games already.
Oh,
that's a brutal schedule.
Yeah.
They've already played the Ravens, obviously. They've already played the Bengals, obviously.
You know who they've lost to? Name the 3 teams that have beat the Steelers, and you should be 13-0.
Yeah, let me just refresh my. I'm not gonna look at. Let me just look at the standings. It
doesn't matter if it doesn't.
I know
they lost to the Colts.
I think the Falcons beat them though.
No, they lost to the Colts.
I mean, I think they beat the Falcons. Well, I know they lost to Cleveland in the snow.
Lost to Cleveland and the Cowboys.
Well, Dallas with Dak was a little bit different deal, but yeah, they lost at home to them too.
That's
They started 3-0, and you're like, wow, look at the Steelers.
And they lost 2.
And then they lost 2, and you're like, okay, look at the Steelers.
And they won 5.
And now they're just good.
But
although that's a nice win at Washington, obviously Baltimore, but no, they haven't. They've had an easy schedule.
Well, they weren't the champion. So
I know. I get it. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, if you're gauging what they're going to do in these last 4, no, it's not. It's not representative of what they've done to this point. Those 4 teams may be their hardest 4 games they've played all year.
Mm-hmm.
You got at Baltimore, at Philly, and Kansas City at home. Those are harder games than any game they've played. Although in the NFL, it's all relative.
We get the NFC West next year.
We do?
Yeah, we'll be headed to. Right now, as it stands, we would head to San Francisco and Arizona. We also would play
Rams and the Seahawks here.
Yeah, we'd play the Broncos in Denver, and we would play the Chiefs here at Everbank, and the Chargers here at Everbank, and
the Raiders. Be another Vegas trip.
Another Vegas trip to the Raiders, and at an AFC North to be determined.
I'd like to open the season in Vegas. That'd be fun.
You don't want to go Christmas week.
No, I don't want to go at all.
Yeah.
And by the way, after this, the way this season has worked out, oof.
It's just the depression factor just continues to scream. There's so much that has to be done, so much work that needs to be taken with this football team, and the statistics are so bad. And I don't know. I mean, I know, and I think that we have hit a point of, buzzkill in the
sure.
in the community.
I agree.
And that's never good. I'm not going to say apathy, although some are apathetic, but there is a buzzkill with this football team.
Oh, well, we're at the end of the year.
You talked to all your friends.
What are you looking for?
Since the game Sunday.
Where do you derive pleasure from Sunday? What can happen?
How many comments did you get across town about right? I mean, the jokes, and we do it. I mean, we have to. You got to keep it real.
Yeah, it is.
It's awful.
It was awful teams playing awful football, and we're just waiting till the end.
Yeah, and Tony's got to paint a picture, but he knows. I mean, it's just it was a disaster, and it doesn't make.
Well, the problem now is you've got 4. What are you even looking for? Your quarterback's not playing. Like, what can you? What's your price point here for these games? Right. What's going to turn you on?
There's nothing.
Right? I mean, you want...
Maybe Brian Thomas Jr.
Jarian Jones, maybe just doing it every... Well, if he did it every week, you got to have something. We got one of these all-has got to come through.
Brian Thomas Jr. That's the...
Yeah, Mac Jones throwing to him.
Mac Jones said, Mac Jones said he's the best player on offense.
I agree with that.
That's amazing.
And by the way, while I've got the exit door right now for so many parts of the organization down there, and there's plenty of players that I had just as soon see gone. And I'm out of patience with ETN. Don't want him anymore.
Yeah.
I want to go get another guy. I don't even want him around. I don't want just give the ball to Bigsby, and hopefully he can stay healthy, which he's not proven to be able to do.
Right.
I mean, Bigsby has not been reliable.
You got to have 2 running backs.
I know you do. Well, you're going to go get one in round 3 or 4. Only our guy never get. They're easy to find.
Well, I know. But
they're all over the league.
I know. But we talk about we got to get this guy and we got to get this guy, and then all of a sudden, okay, let's say for example, draft talk. Let's say for example, you got your guy Hunter in the first round.
Yeah.
And then let's say in the 3rd round, you drafted whoever, running back.
Yeah, I'm not going that early, but okay.
Okay, 4th round.
Well, okay.
Okay, well, what happened to building inside out?
Well, you only got 7 guys. You can take them there. You can't build you can't get the position just to get the position. That's what it feels like Balky does. We need a tackle. Here's the tackle, but he's no good. Oh, well, we needed a tackle.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't trust that. The reason I want Hunter in round 1 is because he seems bust-proof. You can't mess him up, at least. You're going to get what you see. He plays positions that you can't misevaluate.
Yeah. I'd like to find out what we got with Brenton Strange.
Now we're getting back to, we're just bouncing back and forth between the blame. Peterson and his crew do an awful job of getting anyone going on offense. There's just no other way around it.
No.
11 points a game the last 4, always scoreless through the first quarter, first half. Again, listen, the fact that you have a whole week to dissect what the opponent's going to do, look at their tendencies, break down all their pluses and minuses, look at your own. The fact that you can never dial up a score in the first 5-10 minutes of a game is pathetic. It is. You have a whole week to get ready. You're telling me not once blind luck, you can't identify the proper weakness in the opponent and the strength and the consistency of your own group to come out and score a first quarter touchdown or first drive touchdown? That's pitiful, man.
What was the sack bet last year? What was the
35?
They're at 25 with 4 to go.
They wouldn't get it.
Probably not going to get it.
They're going to be right there on it. So
they're worse this year than they were last year.
Yeah, well, the free agency class has a lot to do with that. We downgraded everywhere.
Do you know who our third leading?
Roy Robertson Harris still. Is it still the question?
Well, Devin Lloyd has 1.
Foy
has 1.
Oh, 1.
Ledbetter has 1. Jarian Jones got 1. Eric Armstead got 1. Jordan Jefferson has 1. Mason Smith has 1. Roy Robertson Harris has 2. Isezi Otomowe has a half. And that's it. 25 sacks.
Yeah, and just terrible. Yeah, it's just terrible.
8.5 for Trayvon, 7 for Josh Hondo.
Did you guys see The Help, the movie The Help?
Yes.
Yeah. Trent Baalke's a pie deliverer, man. Yeah. Special ingredients in him. That's what he's cooked us up. He's cooked us up a big old poop pie. I mean,
remember at the beginning of the year they told us what kind of depth we had on the interior defensive line.
Best team ever.
God,
best team we've had,
man. Just terrible.
Dan, through my years of service here in Morning Drive, the Googans can count on us for a lot of things.
Yes,
all right,
much like Catlin.
I come in every day, Dan. And ET, you've known me here coming in for the last couple or 3 years. Have ever once I come in the morning and said, "Man, they're driving crazy out there today. Something bad's going to happen"? Have I ever done that one time?
No,
not one time ever. What did I do this morning at about 6:17?
You had a hunch.
What do you got here? Let me see.
You had a hunch.
Prove it. At Daytona they have something that's called the big one, and it comes every year. You know what the big one is? It's that one big crash. People are driving a little crazier this morning than normal as I came in.
Oh, dear.
I don't know if you came across that, ET, but I did. It was just a little bit head on a swivel out there today, Guggen. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. There's going to be an ugly crash out there this morning.
Boy.
People are driving like maniacs today, more than normal. Okay. It stood out to me. I said to myself, make a note. Play traffic cop for the Guggen Nation this morning and tell them, brake, less gas, head on a swivel. There are some people driving cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs this morning. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Avoid Butler East. Shut down, backed up from Hodges to Gate Parkway.
Oh, boy.
Huh? We get that text every morning?
Got this from Lauren Brooks.
Huh? What do you got?
Good morning. Another morning of crazy traffic on JTB East. Backed up, I'm sure, in 295 as well.
Did I call it, E?
The boy called.
I tried to tell him.
Go play that line.
I don't know what.
Quick.
Listen, man, I drove in today, but it was just different. It was just different. Wow.
We got to take a break. It's 8:19.
You're welcome.
Be careful. This is The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He's fearless in the face of danger when entering enemy territory.
What is your mission?
Get insights and interviews from Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline when he takes you behind enemy lines. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
It's the time of year all our customers love. At Garber Auto Mall, every 2024 must go. Take advantage of thousands in discounts on all new Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day or any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. Look, I've been going to Dr. T for a long time, but he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of concierge medicine. You bet I'm going with him. Why? Well, it's like this. Like sometimes you're not feeling well, you need an appointment. Well, the next appointment available is a week and a half away. Then you're feeling fine again. Now with Doc T, he'll get you in right away. Medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. Gets right back to you 7 days a week. It's almost like kind of being a member of a exclusive golf club, but I'm telling you, the cost is going to surprise you. And as far as physicians, Townsend's the best. Navy trained, Wake Forest grad. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, Doc T's got you covered. All you got to do, mypvconcierge.com has all your answers, all the pricing. mypvconcierge.com.
Epic offers. Factory direct pricing on AC equipment from Epic Cool Heating and Air. Call 904-859-EPIC. Epic discounts for military, police, first responders, and 1010 listeners like you. Epic Cool Heating and Air.
What's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. MyBookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guesses, just straight up action. Does your other sports bets pay out when you push on a bet? MyBookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start out using my promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit right from jump. Here's a pro tip that'll get you rolling. The NFL teams with the powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting the game total unders has been printing money. Stack that on the MyBookie Risk-Free Thursdays. That's right, there's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you that bread bet. Sign up now and get double your deposit bonus with MyBookie. It's the best bet for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL celebrates high scorers.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists celebrate scholar athletes.
In class and on the court.
Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234. Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Frank Frangie here. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence.
Visit WeKeepJacksRolling.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hackers don't take the holidays off. Do you know if your data is safe? One attack could mean financial losses and damaged trust. DoubleCheck Cybersecurity protects your business 24/7 with AI-enhanced solutions. Stay secure. Visit doublecheck.com today.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Go with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Hacker here, coming in at 205 pounds, night and day, thanks to Awaken 180. Guys, gals, the program is simple without needing to take injections for life. The clear choice and the choice of all of us. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Help fight skin cancer by playing golf at the Hit 'em Straight Golf Tournament December 30th at Queens Harbor for a day of food and fun while raising money for the Melanoma Research Foundation. To sign up, call 904-507-1401.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Hi, welcome back. I saw this bowl system, bowl rankings. You know, ranking of all the bowl games. There's 41 bowl games this year. 41. Means 82 teams are in bowl games. And they're made for TV events. That's what they are. I mean, they're all, that's how they make their money. Sell a big package and away we go. So, with that said, just from the bottom up, and obviously the playoff games are all going to be the best ones.
Hopefully.
Well,
remind
ranked the best.
Remind me of a Shazam spotlight involving these playoff games when we're through here.
The Vorst Bowl game, the number 41 bowl game.
It's one of these early season
It's coming up this Saturday.
Yeah,
9 o'clock at night. It's the Salute to Veterans Bowl, unfortunately. It's South Al in Western Michigan.
Why is that a bowl game?
So there you go.
And you know why you hit on it with Dorian? We've been talking about this for a while. It's programming. It's free programming.
Free programming.
It's why the news will never go away. It's free and cheap.
Here's one that you got to love. You got to love. It's the 11 a.m. Saturday, January 4th, long after a lot of bowl games have been played.
And this is second to worst. Save the worst for last.
Number 39. And if you're Buffalo, you know what? You can rank our bowl game last. We're going to the Bahamas.
Bahamas
That's a bowl game.
Yeah.
I love the Bahamas Bowl. If I'm Buffalo, I'm getting out of the cold and going to the Bahamas. That's a huge win.
The Bahamas Bowl is usually like tomorrow on the schedule. I'm surprised that's Jan 4.
Yeah.
I don't like, and I'm not going to be too strong on this because our bowl game is doing it this year. I don't like the games that come after New Year's. To me, like New Year's is where
I'm fine with it.
I don't care one way or the other.
If you want to see the team that beat Notre Dame, you got to go to the Potato Bowl. That's where Northern Illinois will be taking on Fresno State.
Sure.
That's number 36.
Potato Bowl.
That's the Bluefields.
Yeah.
Boise State.
Yeah.
Okay.
People don't really think about Genty and Boise being in Idaho. That's right. We got a top 4 seed from Idaho this year.
This one screams
Idaho?
This one screams geographic location. The Frisco Bowl, I'm going to assume that's in San Francisco.
Yeah, Stanford going to get the call, Cal?
No, we got West Virginia and Memphis.
Ooh.
2 great teams heading to Frisco.
Wow.
Which,
Yeah,
again, if
costs
I'm
more than you make.
If I'm West Virginia and Memphis, I'm all in, man.
Can I, by the way, I'm going to double down on what I brought you last segment, but now they're all reported. The Beach Boulevard, Atlantic Boulevard, 295, JTB. I told you there was something going on today, and it is mayhem right now. Stay out of the barbecues, gang. Stay out of them.
All right.
Continue.
The Fenway Bowl, which is kind of a fun bowl, but it's in Boston and it's cold.
So
that's
Boston
coming up
College.
Saturday, December 28th. No, that's UConn.
Okay.
UConn, and I believe Jim Mora Jr. is the
He
coach.
is. I was about to say, do you know who coaches UConn?
Against North Carolina and head coach Bill Belichick, I guess. So we'll see
that
what
Bill Belichick story was fun today. I like that one.
Yeah. Gators checking at 28 with the Gasparilla Bowl. 28th best bowl game.
Oh, well, I saw Tulane. Is it their quarterback they're sitting out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's leaving.
Oh, he's leaving. Yeah. By the way, our Gator Bowl is taking a big slap. Malik Murphy, who's been terrific for Duke this year, is one reason. By the way, you're looking for an FSU quarterback, I would suggest this kid. He's done it in the conference. He's played against big teams. He's got 2 years of eligibility left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what the street cred is for Norvell and his squad right now. I think it's encouraging. They rallied some in the high school recruiting.
The Armed Forces Bowl, I don't know if you really want to get that bowl game because it just sets you up for, like, it's a hard Navy, Army, tough to prepare for. Oklahoma gets to take on Navy. Could be a blowout. Who knows?
It could be.
The Independence Bowl will be Army and Marshall, but Army Navy's this week. So.
How many bowl games outside of the college football playoff do you think feature 2 ranked teams before you go any further?
2 ranked?
Yeah. A ranked versus ranked matchup. How many outside of the college football, playoff bracket, those 12 teams?
None.
That's a good guess. There are actually 3.
Okay.
South Carolina, Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
BYU, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same conference? They must not have played each other.
Is it Ole Miss Duke? Duke's not ranked?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Miami, Iowa State's the other one.
Oh. Pinstripe Bowl, that's at Yankee Stadium. That's kind of a cool bowl game. That's Nebraska and Boston
Soto
College.
going to flip the coin there.
By the way, Dylan Raiola is not in the portal.
Yeah, that was a mistake?
Yeah, I read it somewhere. Like I said, I wasn't sure. Music City Bowl.
He missed that Soto was going to flip the coin at the Yankee game.
Oh. May 16th, 17th, and 18th in the Bronx. Mets Yankees.
Ooh, that'd be good. You going to that one?
Maybe. Music City Bowl, Missouri, Iowa.
Okay, that's a good one. Midwestern border war there, I guess.
Yeah. Here's one that you want. Oh, winter. Tuesday, December 24th. Now, it's Christmas Eve.
I'll be on a boat. I'm on a boat.
It's the Hawaii Bowl, though, and if you're USF, you're jumping for joy.
USF got to go to Hawaii?
We're in, baby.
USF made a bowl?
USF San Jose State.
San Jose State. We'll talk about San Jose State when
one of the bowl games one of the longest running bowl games.
The Gator Bowl, the Cotton Bowl.
Sun Bowl.
That has been going a long time.
It's like the 5th longest running bowl.
We were talking the other day when we were kids, there was only like 12 or 13. That was one of them.
Mm-hmm. And that's a tough one. That's in
Is it
El
still
Paso.
called the Sun Bowl?
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Okay. They're great.
You get Louisville and Washington.
Louisville, Washington. That's not a bad game.
Yeah.
Some of these are decent games.
Texas Bowl, which is in Houston, one of the Tier 6 bowls, LSU and Baylor. That's number 15.
The amazing thing about bowls is what makes them so fun or so, I don't know, powerful is the wrong word, but you're forced to watch. Like a lot of these matchups, that's a good matchup. If it were on Saturday, you wouldn't watch. You'd be watching something else.
Friday, December 27th, it says noon or 3:30. I don't know if they haven't decided yet, but this is a good matchup. I like this one. It's the Birmingham Bowl, which is usually the weather stinks, and it's a lousy stadium, and so it's not the trip that you want, but it's Vandy, Georgia Tech, which is kind of a nice.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
A really good one. Well, I'm sure the time there is 27th, I think, is a playoff day.
Okay.
Like the Gators game.
It's the 20th.
Next
Friday.
It leads into the first playoff.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
The Gator Bowl comes in at number 8, 8th best bowl. Ole Miss and Duke. Now,
but it's going to break down a little bit by defections.
Jackson
and
Dart is playing.
Okay,
from what I hear, so that's a positive. Pop-Tarts Bowl is Miami, Iowa State is 7, and then the College Football Playoff Bowl game 6 is Arizona State versus Clemson or Texas. Fiesta Bowl quarterfinal, Boise State versus SMU or Penn State. Rose Bowl quarterfinal, Oregon versus Tennessee or Ohio State. Sugar Bowl quarterfinal, Georgia versus Indiana or Notre Dame. And 1 and 2 are the Orange Bowl and the Cotton Bowl semis, so we don't even know who they are.
Wow.
So
yeah, and
the ranking of the bowl.
Those could change depending on what happened, really.
But the bowls will live, but they just should work with the with the cities to help ensure success for the bowls as best.
And I get it. At some point, the line becomes crossed. Is who are you doing the bowls for? Are you doing the bowls for the cities that are hosting, or are you doing the bowls for the teams that have deserved their reward?
Yeah, it should be for the cities.
I think it should be for the teams.
If you make the bowl, that's fine.
Yeah.
You get to go where we tell you.
Yeah.
I don't.
You
I
get
disagree,
invited is how it
because the
works.
cities
See, I
are the
used
ones
to work that way.
I think the city should. That's interesting. I
In the
think
old
city
days, we
should.
would have the Gators because the Gator Bowl would have just run down there and invited them before anyone else did.
I make a backdoor deal.
But now the conference places it more than, you get a choice.
Now, wait a
Especially
minute.
from a bowl standpoint.
Is this correct? Field Yates has said with 4 weeks left in the NFL's regular season, the current 2025 draft order has the Jags at 8. I thought I just saw them at 5.
Yeah, I don't know. Still 30th in the power rankings. Make it make sense.
Has this changed?
All right, I'm going to give you a chance. Was it Price is Right where you got to put the 4 prices in order? And then you shuffle them.
Game.
You know what I'm talking
run
about?
back, you pull the lever,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and then you got to redo it.
Oh, that's a tough
I've
one.
got the 4.
That's a tough one.
I've got the 4 initial playoff games.
Okay.
Clemson, Texas, Tennessee, Ohio State, Indiana, Notre Dame, SMU, Penn State.
Yeah.
I want you to rank for me in order from least expensive to most expensive, the cheapest ticket available on StubHub for each game.
I can do that.
Okay. Your
Give 'em to
games
me
again are Tennessee, Ohio State, Indiana, Notre Dame, SMU, Penn State, Clemson, Texas. Which is the lowest price, from the lowest priced matchup to the highest priced matchup available right now, cheapest seat on StubHub. Actually, this is the cheapest for 2 tickets, but I guess this is per ticket.
All right, I have it. All right. So the most expensive to the least expensive I'm doing. You ready?
Sure.
Tennessee, Ohio State, Clemson, Texas, Indy, Notre Dame, SMU, Penn State.
Okay. I've just all right, let me get into I got to get in. All right,
no.
here we go. No, it's okay. Give me again from most expensive.
Most expensive. Tennessee, Ohio State, Clemson, Texas, Indy, Notre Dame, SMU, Penn State. 1 to 4.
You have 1 correct.
Oh, hell.
So you went hold on. You went Tennessee, Ohio State, and then you went Clemson, Texas, and then you went what? What did you go next? Then you went Penn State, SMU. What did you go to? SMU, Penn State, third? Which one did you go
they
third?
were 4th.
Okay, then you have 2 correct.
Oh, hell. Come on. I'm already redoing it.
No, well,
here.
you got
To win,
2.
The clock's ticking.
You got 2. You got 2 correct.
All right. All right, let's flip. No. I don't want to do that. I think I have. All right. I'm going to go Clemson, Texas, Tennessee, Ohio State. I'll flip those 2 and keep the other 2 the same.
You have 2 correct.
Still 2 correct?
Yeah.
I don't know then. I quit.
The most expensive ticket is Indiana, Notre Dame.
Really?
$1,065.
Huh. That surprises
I'm
me.
assuming the 2 teams never play or have never played. It's probably been
the
forever.
whole state of Indiana
That's
will
correct.
be there, but
the second most expensive, and you had that one right in both guesses, was Tennessee, Ohio State.
okay.
The third is Clemson, Texas.
Yeah.
And then the cheapest is SMU, Penn State
Yeah.
because SMU sucks and shouldn't be in the playoffs.
Well, Tennessee.
So that makes sense.
Tennessee
the ACC
is
runner-up with 2 losses, you're saying is a playoff team. So no wonder no one wants to spend any money. They're terrible.
I think Tennessee's the best traveling of those 4. Their fan base is the best traveling. I think
That's the
Clemson
best.
is
The best
second.
game on here. It's not even close. It's Tennessee, Ohio State.
Yeah.
It's a terrific game. Those are and this is, by the way, and this is going to be fair. The Big Ten is sending one of its 2 big heavyweights, and really the heavyweight of its conference the last 20 years. And the SEC sending number 4 or 5 and see how they do.
I would take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year 1 rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Have you heard? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are aiming to sell 1,000 vehicles this December. How? I've told my team to take all reasonable offers. We won't lose your business over price. With thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground, all priced to sell, we guarantee the most money for your trade and the easiest car buying experience ever. I promise we ain't leaving nothing on the table. This is the absolute last weekend. Visit Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay. Let's go!
Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from our friends at Zero Res. What a great time of the year, right? December. You know, we reflect on things that matter the most. Our families, our homes, the holidays, and football. We want a clean home, though, for the holidays. We're entertaining. We got friends. We got family coming all. And Zero Res is grateful for you, the people of Jacksonville. So right now, man, they want to take care of your house. They'll do the carpets, tile and grout, the oriental rugs. Man, they'll do it all. $49 per room for carpets, 25% off tile and grout. And man, oh man, if you need that oriental rug taken care of, get a hold of Gerard, their certified master rug cleaner. 25% off of those with tender love and care. Zero Res, man, spell it forwards and backwards. Zero Res. Right way to clean.
Protect your home with Tyson Sound and Security. Denny Thompson here. Porch Pirates are on the prowl. But with their smart doorbell camera, you'll see who's at your door whether you're home or not. Tyson's smart doorbell camera gives you peace of mind detecting people and packages, keeping your family and belongings safe all season long. Call Tyson Sound and Security today for holiday savings on cameras and home security systems. Enjoy a worry-free holiday with Tyson Sound and Security.
Hey, y'all. Melissa Scobie here. And you know my husband, Josh, could really kick that ball. But when it comes to working around the house, well, not so much. So when I need irrigation, drainage, or seamless gutters, I rely on John Haney's crews at Clearwater. Hit it, guys.
Clearwater Irrigation.
And drainage, too.
ClearwaterJacks.com. I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. Every year we have gentlemen come in with the same problem. They just don't know what to buy their wife for Christmas. Well, one thing we can start off telling them is they've come to the right place because at Underwoods, it's been our business since 1928 to keep in our stores what ladies want to own. We have a professional credentialed staff that'll treat you the way you expect to be treated, and they can really help solve your problem. We have North Florida's finest collection of diamond jewelry, an extensive collection of pearls. You might be interested in seeing some of the hot new designer jewelry pieces from names like David Yurman, John Hardy, or Roberto Coin. If it's a watch you want, we carry Rolex and other watches that are considered the best. And the one thing you'll love and she'll recognize is the hand-wrapped silver package with a satin ribbon our gifts come in. So make this a Christmas to remember at Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes & Cohen.
It's the end of the year sale with Universal Roof and Contracting. Get 15% off all roof repairs and replacements, plus a $250 gift card for holiday shopping. With financing options as low as $150 a month, protecting your home's never been easier. Schedule your free roof inspection today. Call 855-ROOF-HELP, and this offer expires December 31st. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and Reach for same day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Prosser here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime Enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the product, services, best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Christmas. 0% financing, available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway. And as always, tell them Prosser sent you.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Head coach Doug Peterson, with the Jags no longer in the playoff pitch, endorses players like Josh Hines-Allen and Brian Thomas Jr. going for individual season records.
Yeah, with the way our season's been, I mean, those are a couple bright spots. Give those guys credit for what they've done.
Jag wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. is really good. Having not touched the ball before halftime, a situation head coach Doug Peterson wants to change.
Yeah, we need to do that more in the beginning. Maybe focus on that a little bit sooner than later.
Former Jag and team reporter Bucky Brooks saw the team victory over rival Tennessee as a display of the team's character.
A lot of conversation about the team throughout the week, and they manned up. They came and played really well.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar Update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Hold on, I got to text somebody here. I just got something important.
Get the text out there, Dano.
Yeah. Can't be dropping me bombs like this in the middle of the show. I'm trying to be focused.
Right.
I need some answers. Text person, and I know you're listening. You better answer me. I want the inside. That's inside info. All right, so you know who Jaden Rashada is?
I do.
Do you know Harlan Rashada?
I'm going to guess a cousin, brother, or father.
Father.
Yes.
Daddy. You know former Gator great Ahmad Black?
Yes, I do.
On December 7th, that would be the game. The tweet went out. That boy Rashada got paid all that money to ride the pine? You know, Beck got hurt. And so in went...
What's his name?
Gunnar Stockton.
Yeah, that guy. Gunnar.
And so Harlan Rashada responds to Ahmad Black, you must have that little man complex, boss. You played 3 years in the league and started 3 games. You, my guy, most definitely got paid all that money to ride the pine. Respect the game. Represent it better. We have enough clowns on social media, fam. Go Dogs.
Where did, I'm just out of curiosity.
Got a picture of the Georgia guy squeezing my little Gator here. I don't like that.
I'm just curious where Harlan Rashada played all his NFL football.
Yeah.
You know, super dad, copter dad. That's a fair point. That's a point about the lunacy of the game itself as it's set up more than it is. Now, granted, you're the target there, but that's a fair point. Why are we paying kids $1.5 million if they're not going to even play?
Then the response was immediate from everybody else. Your son will never play at the P4, let alone the league. Clearly, Arizona State was better off without him.
Yeah. No, right. There's also this. By the way, there's also this. I don't know how big you are, Mr. Rashada. Little man will light you up.
Yeah, he will.
Little man will leave you laying somewhere. So there's also that tough guy.
That's fair.
Little man Ahmad Black will knock you into another zip code, friend.
That's true.
So you be careful.
Yeah, Harlan. So, but I like that. I enjoy the
the banter.
The banter.
Is Rashada the one that's the Gators are all involved in this lawsuit?
Suing him. Yeah.
Good luck with that. That's all what y'all are about.
Yeah.
Got your lawsuit. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of that in that Ahmad Black tweet too. Yeah. Right? The Gator in him.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's Georgia. I mean, You ever watch these SEC shorts that they produce? They're really good. They're terrific.
I watch them all the time.
Okay, yeah. And there's a good one out about the college football playoff, and they're all in. It's like
there's another.
They're
dude,
in a war, and the people that they kill people with, instead of using guns, they use water balloons. But their shirts, they say like the Alabama guys looking at stuff, and it's like the shirts are like. You got to capture the flag. They're playing capture the flag out in the woods, and the flag is the playoff, and Alabama guy can't get to the flag. And so wide receiver drops, injuries on defense, bad Milrow are the shirts that the guys are wearing. It's just funny. Anyway, you get a look at those. It's you'll enjoy it.
There's like one man guy who does the similar thing. This Josh Mancuso. Have you seen him do it too?
Mm-hmm.
Real similar.
Yeah. So, the transfer portal is hot and heavy. You said you hate it, but there's a kid at Kentucky, Keyshaw Silver. He's down to Florida, Miami, Michigan, and USC, and he's a big dude, man. So, also, you can go look at it. We're not going to play any of it because I like the guy, but I feel, you can't drink and drive. We all know that. But our guy JDR hit the TMZ portal, and it wasn't pretty for Jack. As TMZ Sports got a hold of his DUI arrest video, when he gets into the car, he was just, let's say, highly inebriated, and I hate to see that. So
it was Blotto. Like Jack Del Rio would have to watch that video to remember what happened. That's what it looks like, and I think we've all seen that. And the last place in the world you ever want to see it is roadside when somebody's been in a car, and it's that. I mean, you hit on it, and it was not one to jump into people's like crises or what they're, that no one asked for our advice. That looks like somebody needs some help.
Yeah.
I mean, at this stage of your life, that's that's what a 16-year-old does the first time he finds out what wild turkey is. That's not what a 50-something-year-old pro does, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, that Madison, Wisconsin, buddy, that place will eat you up too now. I'm telling you, that's the Amsterdam of the big. It's the Amsterdam of the Big Ten.
Who's the NFL MVP?
Shout out Luncher.
Who's the NFL MVP?
Right now?
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, if I were to name him right now.
He's the Vegas favorite, too.
The best, and this never happens, the better argument and the better race will be for offensive MVP.
Yep.
Who's the offensive player of the year? That's a fun one. Saquon, Burrow, Allen,
Lamar,
Derrick Henry. Yeah. That's going to be a fun one. Chase.
Jamar
Chase not included. Yeah. So that race for the offensive player of the year might be a tighter fight than the MVP. I think Josh Allen will win the MVP rather convincingly.
Saquon has an outside shot at setting the NFL rushing record.
Yeah.
Why is Josh Allen MVP over Saquon?
Because of what they lost, dude. They let everyone go and said, we're just going, this guy's enough, and he's been more than enough.
What if Saquon does something that no one's ever done?
It's not going to be I've been offensive player of the year. I just don't. Look, it's a biased award because the most valuable player is the quarterback. Award. That's right.
That's why.
The MVP?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it should be. I mean, at the end of the day, you can lose any player on your team, and the effects are never going to be as much as if you lose your quarterback. So if a quarterback is playing at a league-wide MVP level-ish, not just for his team, then he's going to get the nod over a running back. But Saquon just keeps on doing it. Like the other day, he was just kind of plodding slow for most of that day. You look up at the end of the day, he's averaging 6 yards a pop and 120 yards. It's had incredible
4 weeks in a row over 146, 255, 107, 124. That's 4. He's got 5, 6, 7. He's got 9 games over 100 yards. 9 games over 100 yards this year.
Is there a standout for the defensive player of the year this year? I can't really think of one off the top of my head, like somebody who stands out like the way there is for the offensive player of the year.
Great question. Who is the defensive player of the year?
Trey Hendrickson. He's leading with sacks, but it's only 12 and a half. Right.
And he's on a tear.
Think about this.
Wow.
The two most impressive offenses and defenses are from a team that's 5-8.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, who do you think is?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hutch was the early leader, and
he was.
Obviously ain't him. I guess Watt remains the odds-on favorite.
It just doesn't feel like it, but again, you don't notice those guys. Who leads in sacks? That's where you're going to,
Hendrickson.
Well, it can't be other than that. I mean, like a team or player that matters more.
A couple of the guys being mentioned, T.J. Watt, you always got Myles Garrett, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Xavier McKinney, Chris Jones, Surtain from the Broncos. Those guys are having nice years.
Yeah, every one of those I've heard.
But there's not one, like E said, I think he's right. There's not one who's like, oh, my God, what, right? What is, like, who leads the NFL interceptions? Is it McKinney still?
Yep.
How many's he got?
7.
And he's tied with Kirby Joseph.
Yeah, so big deal. I mean, it's not like he's got 15 or something. You know what I mean? It's just interesting how it'll all pan out. Now, we got the Heisman 4-pack yesterday. The 4 guys going to NYC this weekend.
What we got are the 2 candidates and their +1s. And there are a lot of years where Dylan and Cam Ward would win the Heisman. They've had great years, Dylan especially, to be the quarterback on an undefeated team with the stats that he has. But this is a 2-man race.
You know, the closest of all time?
I can't think of one that is this. I can think of the one-horse races where people put it to bed. I can think of the one where I don't know between 3 or 4 guys. I can't remember one that is this neck and neck between just 2 people. Are you asking me the closest between 2 people? It was just recently. Didn't we just have one?
I think we had one in 2009.
Oh, it's been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was that? Is that like
Mark Ingram?
I was going to say Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
I'm supposed to get who is
because he's a forgotten man.
It's like Akili Smith or one of those type. He was before then.
Former Jag great.
A former Jag great in 2009? Toby Gerhart.
Toby.
That's a good pull.
Yeah.
Forget Toby Gerhart and his.
He was a heck of a college running back.
Yeah,
man.
we tried to get him in free agency and just
We did
another
get
one.
him.
I know, and I'm saying try to make something.
Did he
of
made a
him.
Madden cover?
Yeah, I don't know about that. He may have.
But that is the Eric Crouch won by 62 points. That was a bad
That's
pick.
a terrible one. Yeah, there's been some bad years, but I'm just talking about 2 neck and neck. I mean, I can see this going down like,
Bo Jackson only won by 45 points.
Over who? Chuck Long?
Chuck.
Oof.
Chuck. That was the second closest one. I don't know. I think that
Dan, I'll let you handle this one from the text line. How would Burrow and Chase be an offensive MVP when they're 4-9? First of all, there's no offensive MVP. No one ever said that. There's an offensive player of the year, and that's for people that have incredible offensive seasons. So I'm not going to be your Google chief. Go to ESPN, look up receiving leaders and quarterback leaders, and then maybe, I don't know, critical think yourself to a headache and see if you can come up with an easy answer to a really dumb question.
Oh, I think you handled it.
There we go.
E.
How's that, E? That sum it up? Yeah. All right. Just a little how-to there for you, Chief.
Let's get nasty when we come back. You want to? 9 o'clock nasty.
You asking me to get nasty?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we going to get nasty?
All right. This is the drill. Okay. I want to tell everybody, by the way, ho, ho, ho. It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season.
My friends over at my friends at Catlin Truck Accessories got you covered, man. Great Christmas gifts for the trucker SUV owner in your family. WeatherTech floor mats, rolling lock bed covers. Yes, have both. Cam locker toolboxes, seat covers, everything in between. So if you don't know what to get, call Catlin. Get them a gift certificate, and you can count on Catlin for Christmas.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. A sturdy defense keeps your end zone safe like a superior fence keeps your family and pets safe.
It's fantastic.
After the game, catch the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Millions of active members. Look, it's real simple to play. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. And make Sunday fun day like I do by playing PrizePicks. By the way, you'll get your winnings when they hit as quickly as 15 minutes because PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And here's the deal. You got the app? Well, you got to. You got to download the PrizePicks app today. And it's real simple. Use code JAX, J-A-X, $50, and get playing. You get $50 instantly when you play 5. It's guaranteed. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
My name's Jim. I'm 53 years old. There should be options in life, like ways to lose weight. Medications now feel like the only option. I mean, it sounds like a guarantee. I do have friends who have lost weight with them. I tried holding off. I did other diets, but I was miserable. I'd rather be fat and happy. The problem was I wasn't happy fat. I was about to start the meds, but then I heard of Awaken 180's GLP-1 program. Turned out it does the same thing as the meds without injecting myself for life. It absolutely worked. I dropped 45 pounds. I'm now in maintenance, and I feel better than my friends who are still on the meds. Listen, I barely know what GLP-1 is. What I do know is Awaken 180 worked for me, and I was far from miserable doing it.
Thanks, Jim. You all know our success with Awaken 180, and now with Awaken 180's GLP-1 balance, you address the root causes of weight issues. Do it naturally, then keep it off. Awaken180weightloss.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Bolt City AC, heating that rules.
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bolt City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options.
Bolt City AC, we got the crew. Bolt City AC.
Visit BoldCityAC.com. The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Mia here. Since 1982, Closets by Design has specialized in creating dream spaces for every budget. My designer, Frances, made the process so easy. She came to my house and designed a walk-in closet that's not only beautiful, but also incredibly functional for me and old Beau Valentine. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation at 800-293-3744. Hey, and if you mention Mia or Helmets and Heels, you'll qualify for free base molding. Call today or visit closetsbydesign.com.
The Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa is the perfect place for indulging in a pampering spa treatment. This holiday season, give the gift of wellness with a gift card and take advantage of the spa's current promotion. With the purchase of a $75 gift card or more, guests get a credit towards a future service. With healing massages, revitalizing facial treatments, and more, a day at the Sawgrass Spa makes the perfect gift. Purchase in person at Sawgrass Spa during operating hours.
Hey, it's Mike Dempsey, and you know how I feel about Pella Windows and Doors. Great design, strongest warranties, and the highest quality product. I even chose Pella Windows for my own home. And whether you're a homeowner replacing windows or building a new home or a trade professional working with clients, I know the design experts at Pella will help your project run smoothly and look great. Visit PellaJacks.com or the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Park Airport Parking. Florida State has seen as many as 18 players choose to enter the transfer portal. Head coach Mike Norvell expressed he needs difference makers.
If they're quick to leave, then they're probably not going to be the difference maker that we need to be able to get through where we are right now.
Florida Gators senior receiver Elijah Badger announced he'll be playing in the team's postseason game against Tulane in the Gasparilla Bowl on January 2nd in Tampa. Badger is one of the SEC's top receivers. Our in-state pro teams in the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning will be on the road to face Edmonton Oilers tonight. Puck drops at 9 p.m. The Florida Panthers will take on the Seattle Kraken. In the NBA, Orlando Magic on the road against the Milwaukee Bucks. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:05, it's 65 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Beulah Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Beulah.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, so I am not trying to stir up any drama here, but I bring this up only because we have seen a couple of crazy, visible about turns when it comes to free agency, but I found it curious that your guys didn't want to comment on the big addition of Juan Soto, and then they start, filtering these little "it's not official yet" kind of deals. Any concern that the deal's going to fall apart in the 11th hour?
No,
they'll be left standing in Boston because they gave him another $10.
We're past the 11th hour, as far as I know.
That's too bad. Everything's good then. So the fact they won't talk and they're sending out the narrative that's not official yet, it doesn't bother you. You're not having shades of Carlos Correa.
No.
Okay.
No.
Didn't you sign him one time and then he didn't?
Well, the Giants did, and then they did.
And you tried
we
to.
did, and we didn't because he's damaged.
Didn't Aaron Judge all but sign with reported all but signed with the Giants, or that never got as close as they said?
What the hell you're talking about?
I'm just wondering here.
Nonsense out of here.
I was trying to see what happened here. Our guys are in rehab right now.
I thought it didn't bother you. It
doesn't bother me. I'm just curious. It was a curious. And the Yankees, by the way, this is a proof that the power structure is broken down.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I have a formerly proud organization like the Yankees feeling like they've got to offer up any sort of explanation of anything, and then use the word they're proud of their offer to Soto. What?
Yeah.
What? We're proud that we offered money.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah.
No pride in money. That's like going to the store. I'm proud. I spent $400 at the grocery store today. Yeah. What?
John Turturro was not happy.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, that's sports, though, right? That's what it's about, and I get it, man. Now, look, you know what really jumped out about this? I meant to bring this up yesterday. This shows just how genteel we are here in the South. Mm-hmm. Because Freddie Freeman did to the Braves what Soto did to the Yankees, and Soto did it after 1 year. Freddie did it after 12 years of homegrown, and the reaction to him wasn't as bad as it was to Soto from Yankee fan. Would you agree with that? Do you remember seeing a post on
only from you?
Yeah, but do you remember seeing a post on Twitter about Freddie Freeman like that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm not saying it's wrong. Freeman, by the way, deserved the treatment a lot more than Soto. I mean, Soto's a mercenary. We all know it. You won't be last. 5 years, buddy, he'll opt out.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm not saying
God bless him.
That's not a ha-ha. Good for you for having him.
Yeah.
I got to go get a pitcher, man. And I don't, you know what I don't like? Evaldi. I don't want him.
I'd take him.
I know you would. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. We got Max Fried. How much are we spending?
Well, there you go.
They're getting a little nervous. Here's the danger of locking up all your guys long term. It gives the implication you're sitting on your hands and not doing anything in the offseason.
That's right.
And even if you're doing a good job, your fans will get a little antsy with you.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what's going on right now in Braves land. They cleared a little bit of salary. They haven't done much. They really don't need much.
Nathan Eovaldi threw 170 innings last year.
I know he
won
did.
12 games, 3.8 ERA.
I know.
I'm all in on him.
I know you are.
Plus, he's a postseason
yeah,
dog.
that's fair. He was part of that Rangers team that won the World Series.
Boston teams. I mean,
okay, I'll take him.
He's.
You know what? What bothers me about my team is this. Bothers too strong a word. It's like I told you. You really want to impress me? Don't just sign Soto. Also sign Alonso and Fried. You got the money and put together. If you're going to spend all the cash and put together a best team you can buy, then actually spend the money and put together the best team you can buy. My thing is like this with the Braves. Why got to hope to get one or? We're a big boy. We go to the tournament every year. Why can't we re-sign Fried and get Evaldi? Then we're really good.
9-3 in the postseason with a 3.05 ERA.
Fried's like that too. I mean, now he got blasted out of the Padres game, so that's not the best example. But he pitched the shutout against the Astros. That was Fried.
Yeah, we'll see what.
But like I said, if the Braves re-signed Fried and signed Evaldi, how good would they be?
Be good.
I mean, be a brutal tough out for anyone in the.
Why don't you cheap asses spend some money?
Well, there you go.
I mean, get off the wallet down there, and you guys sell out every game.
Yeah, we do.
Got raking it in over there, and all your fat cats are sitting there and smoking their Cubans and raking in their bonus dollars instead of putting it back into the guys.
I don't know about all that. I just know we won the World Series a couple years ago. We're primed to be pretty good for a while, so we'll take our chances. I don't like not signing Fried. But now we'll say this about Fried. He also feels like he's just like one May start away from getting shut down for a year. Like he's always flirting on it. Remember this year it was going to be Tommy John? Remember the forearm?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked a long time about, this just tells you that the elbow's coming. So that probably has something to do with it.
They think Corbin Burns might go to the Giants. They think Bregman is going to go to the Red Sox.
Yeah, I got nothing to the Braves.
Fried to the Yankees. So Flaherty to the Red Sox. We keep Manaea, which I would love to have Sean Manaea back. Evaldi to the Braves right there.
Yeah, that's why I saw that there. That's right. I guess I would. I mean, it's better than nothing. I don't know why Evaldi. I go back to like, was it the Cubs Evaldi played for?
Polar Bear goes to the Nats. That would be bad.
That's just a money grab there.
No,
the Nats are getting better though.
Yeah,
they are a little bit better.
Yeah. Murph doesn't think Polar Bear's coming back to New York, and I kind of tend to agree with him.
With the Soto signing, it would seem like they're not going to go offering another 4. What's he asking for?
He turned down 8-156, I think, or 7-156. I can't remember the exact number.
That puts that Soto in even a more just obnoxious perspective. And he's a great player. He ain't 4 times better than Polar Bear.
My son had it best, though. He was like, these people like Buster Olney, what a gross overspend. And yeah, sure. But guess what? 2 things. 1, Cohen don't care. And 2, it's not going to preclude him.
Doesn't affect you in baseball.
We can't go spend any more. He'll spend more. He doesn't care.
It doesn't affect you in baseball.
He's fixing to sign 2 or 3 more guys.
That part doesn't affect you. The worry I have, and whatever, it's that this strategy
it's not a worry.
Always looks great.
It's not a worry for you.
Well, this strategy always looks great, and then it doesn't. Until it doesn't, right? And you did this with Verlander and Scherzer and DeGrom. You had the same sense of excitement and expectation when that was, it was a different way, right? Soto's an offensive way to take you there. This guy, I made special effort with not 1, but including a mully, 2 poorly pushed to the right tee shots, and I darn near hit his house.
Oh, wonderful!
I wish I could have. I can't quite hit it that far.
Okay. Hello, Joe. You?
Glad you didn't, because you would not have been the first, man. I
bet. I know you live in that stretch. I couldn't if the Canes golf cart in out back. I can't identify the house, so I'm not sure which one yours was.
Flag is Canes flag is.
Yeah, I look away from things like that. I did
on the course.
Oh, the first one to the right. Then I did. I hit it in your backyard.
Yeah, it's on the right. Yeah.
But
he's on number 1.
Yeah, I hit a masterful little. I had to kind of work a ball around that big tree right there on the right side. So I hit a masterful little 7-iron up onto the green. You'd be happy to know.
Should have told me you're coming. I left some brews out for you.
Thank you, buddy. So, I wasn't drinking yesterday, but appreciate the offer. You are well known because the pro out there came and asked me to stop by and see you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Side note, I get probably about 8 balls in my yard, maybe a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I've learned, because at my old place, I lived right at the 150 marker on a par 5, so I didn't get any balls in the yard at my other place. I've learned, what do you think is the most popular golf ball there is?
Are you
Titleist at Queens Harbor?
No, I'd say the most popular golf ball is Callaway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yep. I would say out of every 10 balls I get,
because they're not as quite as expensive.
There's a wide array of them.
Yeah,
array.
I think they're reasonably priced good balls.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're not the best, not the worst, but
And by the way, spoiler alert, they're all golf balls are now reasonably priced good balls. Now, look, if you get to be a certain level and you're going to be a golf snob, like I got to hit a certain ball just because I'm used to hitting it.
I was going to say, depending on where you play, that's the balls will vary.
Yes.
Yeah, and like Pro V ones are expensive. I mean, it's like $60 for a dozen.
Well, yeah, at least a little more now.
And speaking of golf snob, if it's not a Pro V1 or TPX, I throw it back.
It's right. It's hard. I mean, it is how I am. Now, I don't lose a ton of balls. I'll tend to find more. I'll pick up be in a golf tournament and get a dozen balls or something. So I don't have to spin straight up for it like that. But yeah, they're incredibly expensive.
Yeah, definitely. What do you play? You play the TP5 or you play the Pro V? Or?
I play Pro V.
Okay.
That's my favorite. But a lot of those balls are good. They're all good. If I was forced not to, I wouldn't matter a bit in my score. Promise.
Yeah, trust me, the way I play.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying
Just
to
a
get down to
preference.
the double digits handicap.
Probably have made more sense to make my preference a $28 dozen of balls, though. That is fair.
True. Okay. Dave, I was calling. How do they decide if they're going to invite 4 or 3 people to the Heisman?
I think it's by how the vote turned. They know how the vote turned out. So if it's close enough, then they add
invite the 4.
Yeah, they add the extra person.
Right.
So
I
your
think
guy's gonna finish third.
Yeah, I think we know it's Travis is going to win. Thanks, Dan. And Travis is going to win, and your boy from Boise State is going to come in second.
I think the
kiss of Oregon should be there.
Yeah, well, I'll say this: he's not on my top 3. The kiss of death for any player is to be leading the Heisman race in September, October. It just you never win it. They very rarely win it if you're the clubhouse leader, like, and you're playing great football, and then because then everybody watches everything you do, and they sort of find reasons why you shouldn't be the Heisman winner.
Correct. And I would think ESPN would. I like they did my boy Peyton when he should have won. I think Travis legitimately should win it, but I think the ESPN overhype.
I think I've changed my mind. I was on Travis Hunter for about the last month, but I changed my mind over the weekend. I'd go with Genty. He's doing unheard of things.
He's like I said, either one would be good. I think Travis because of novelty. If somebody going,
he's really good at both.
Sides of the ball.
Yeah, got one
he's
guy
not the best at either, but he's really, really good.
Yeah, you got one guy who is the absolute best, maybe in history at his position and what he's doing, and you got another who's a really good player, but arguably.
Do you guys think it'll be closer than you think, or do you think Hunter wins easily?
I think it'll be closer.
Or do you think Genty could pull an upset?
I was hoping they cancel each other out and Cam win, but I think Travis wins.
I think Genty can pull an upset. I think I do think he can pull an upset.
Unless there's backlash to Prime, which I thought kind of.
I don't like that, Joe. I think that's.
Why would there be?
I think when I was thinking about voting and going through my head, that doesn't come up in my head, and I don't understand. It's like you can make either of those guys is a worthy Heisman Trophy winner, in my opinion.
I agree.
And so I don't have a problem with either of those guys winning, and I think you just have to decide what part of it was more important to you. You can make
you're saying either of those two, right?
Yes.
The guy's on the number 1 team, but he hasn't done it. His stats.
Here's what I like about Genty too.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Hunter plays on a team that has the conference offensive player of the year. He's a very good team with a coach and everything built in, and he couldn't get his team over the top. Now, granted, I'm sure he did as much as he could. I got a guy who single-handedly has Boise State as a 3 seed in the tournament. That, to me, should be, volumized a little bit more.
So you can make that argument. Yeah. I mean, and that's a whole nother argument.
Yeah, I know. I get
top
it.
3, but you're right. They won the games they're supposed to.
And he's also playing
the person I think shouldn't be there is the Oregon guy. He doesn't belong.
He's had a really good year. Really good year. Name an Oregon receiver for me real quick. Yeah, exactly.
Little kid Tez.
You can, but yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. Johnson, right?
But he's on the number 1 team. That usually happens, so I can't.
But he's had a really good statistically. Isn't Dylan stupid numbers, Dan?
No, he's like 7th or 8th.
No, I think Cam has better numbers, doesn't he?
All right.
Cam is number 1 in most things.
Yeah, Cam threw for over 4,200 yards. Dylan Gabriel, 3,500 yards. Cam threw 36. Dylan Gabriel threw 28.
Yeah. Okay. Last year, Gabriel had a better statistical year than this year then.
I also don't like 3-team guy. I mean, I'm sorry. That part I am a little bit biased about. I don't like, it's UCF, then I'm at Oklahoma, and now I'll go finish it. It's like kind of like the Bo Nix thing. I've played 8. When you get to be 24, 25 years old, and I don't know how old he is, so that's not fair, but you do get a distinct advantage playing college football.
Forget Dylan Gabriel started in UCF.
Yeah.
His 6th year, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. By the way, and done. Not a pro prospect. He's 6 feet, 200 pounds. He doesn't have a real strong arm. He will not play in the
Great
NFL.
college quarterback.
He may make a team, but he won't play in the NFL.
Great college quarterback. All right, you.
All right, boys.
Appreciate it.
Good
We got to take a break. This is the drill on 1010XL.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Duvall. That's right, I'm Tommy Mack, and it's all about Duvall and defense. Offense, special teams, baby. Check me out every Friday from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors on 1010XL. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
These are interesting economic times. That's why it's so important to have someone you can count on. That's ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of our Jacksonville money. Experience? You best believe you want to give your hard-earned money to folks you trust. Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reagan Wright have the expertise and knowledge to help clients in their financial lives, focusing on investment management, financial planning, and risk management. ITP Partners, financial partners for life. Securities offered through American Portfolios Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
We're HAPPY, because happy Honda days are here. Everything is bigger. Bigger selection, bigger discounts, bigger trade-in values. Honda, quality, value, safety. Don't miss happy Honda days going on now at your local Honda dealer.
Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Anderson, energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Right now, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. The first 50 customers get a free True Screen upgrade, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Oh, fellas, it's your boy E to the T here. And during the holidays, we all feel the stress of everything going on. And sometimes that can lead to some underperformance in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. Well, let me make things a little easier for you. I'm going to hook you up with some Blue Chew for free. They have chewable tablets with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin. And the docs help to find the right prescriptions and strengths for you. You don't even have to go to the doctor's office or the pharmacy. You can get Blue Chew all online. And when they mail it to you, it's in a discreet package. Their licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredients and strengths just for your prescription. They also have Daily Tad that contains 7 essential vitamins. And guess what? They're chewable too. Visit BlueChew.com and enter my promo code 1010XL. Just pay $5 shipping. Turn that holiday stress into some holiday cheer. That's promo code 1010XL and let your boy hook you up with some Blue Chew. Visit BlueChew.com.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barry here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barry Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to BarryOrthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barry Orthopedics.
Roland Reach Plumbing, there when you need them. Big or small plumbing problem, call Roland Reach Plumbing anytime at 260-7059. 260-7059, where quality and experience count.
What to get, friends, family, and loved ones this holiday? Prosser here, listen to the drill now through Christmas to win gifts from our holiday gift guide sponsors. Each winner eligible to win a grand prize of $1,000 in jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office in Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up, use the promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting game total unders has been printing money. So stack that on My Bookie Risk-Free Thursdays. That's right. There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up and get that double deposit bonus with MyBookie. That's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
When mice and rats show up in your space, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast before they have time to multiply. Terminix knows how to shut down rodents, and they'll keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so do we. Don't live with a rodent problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Ready to sharpen your aim or find the perfect firearm? Come to St. Nicholas Guns and Range. With a huge selection of guns, ammo, and accessories, plus Jacksonville's best indoor range for every skill level. They've got everything you need to hit your target. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, their friendly experts will guide you every step of the way at 4630 Blanding Boulevard or online at stnickguns.com. St. Nicholas Gun and Range. Gear up, shoot a lot, shoot better.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
You know, around these parts, we love the holidays. We love Christmas. Can't wait to see what's under my tree on Christmas morning, but I love Christmas songs, too, and E and I found one. E, you want to roll this baby?
Oh, this is a bad one.
This is a little Rudolph, sung to the tune of Higher with our guy Creed.
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, had a very shiny nose.
Okay. Yes, he did.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
Talk to him then.
Yeah.
I love the other reindeer.
Yeah.
Used to laugh and call him
names. Oh, that's not nice.
They never let Rudolph join in any reindeer games.
Oh, yeah.
In one foggy Christmas Eve.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Santa came to say.
What did Santa say?
Yo! Can you take me higher?
Come on, Rudolph. Get him up there.
To a place where snowmen see. Can you take me higher?
Yeah.
To a place where sleigh bells ring.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah, that's a Christmas bop.
Yeah. There you go. Christmas bop. Welcome back to the program. We're rocking and rolling here on the drill. It's Tuesday. We did hear that Yeah, Lane Kiffin's a nut, man. Lane Kiffin has retweeted Duke quarterback Malik Murphy plans to enter the transfer portal. So
he retweeted that?
Yeah, he retweeted
Bro,
it.
what are you
Ole
doing?
Miss and Duke playing.
All right, man. Let's stir up a little bowl game excitement.
That's
Why
good.
not?
That'll be
all in good fun.
That'll
That is because he is doing that to a degree, isn't he?
Yeah. Murphy had a great year. He threw for 26 touchdowns. That's a school record. And Duke went 9-3. He's a guy that, threw for almost 3,000 yards, 60%. Threw 3 touchdown passes in the loss to SMU.
Knows the league. I think that is the kind of direction I would go if I were Mike Norvell.
Yeah.
He's got to get a quarterback in the portal, right? And
like
develop a guy, Croman Hawk. Maybe he can pass him.
Why does a kid
Money.
like Malik is money?
Money, 100%.
Right.
The only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. They here's what happened.
Duke didn't offer him enough.
And no, or even if they offered or didn't offer, somebody got to him and said, so-and-so, by the way, we'll give you $600,000.
Right.
So he probably, I think these guys who out of nowhere in the portal
I think
know where they're going.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think they're opening it up
100%.
to bidding. Somebody has come to him.
I think Denny said the going rate's like 1.5 now.
Million?
For a guy like that.
Yeah, that's just silly.
Oh,
and by the way,
man.
back to that initial argument, it does speak to the truth. And again, at some point when this becomes common knowledge, it's got to offend us sports fans. People are struggling. You're charging us $20 a beer, and you're paying an 18-year-old $1.5 million to not play.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's dumb. It's not weird. It's stupid.
So let's see. Oh, is this last? This is last year's. Yeah, this is last year's. Just looking at some of the guys who went in last year, and we'll see how it goes. But it's crazy, man.
The next Jacksonville Jaguars officially entered the draft. This guy's got Trent Baalke written all over him.
Oh, no.
Although, wasn't there some tie-in that he doesn't like Michigan for some reason that had something to do with Hutch? Did Baalke have some sort of... Oh, because of maybe that was the Harbaugh thing.
It was an arms thing.
No, it was the Harbaugh thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least that was part of the rationale of...
Who is it?
Mason Graham is going into the league.
Oh,
Top 5 pick, and that just screams a guy that
I like
Baalke
Mason Graham.
Yeah, we'll see.
Man,
I like him unless our guy picks him, because that will tell me he's not as good as we thought he was.
I'm looking at all these quarterbacks in the portal right now. There are a ton of them already.
Anybody do much for you?
Connor Wiegman from A&M. He's a pretty good player. Miller Moss from USC is in the portal. The kid from Tulane is in the portal. Jackson Arnold, I heard he's probably going to Mississippi State, but he's in the portal. The kid from Liberty went in the portal. UCLA quarterback in the portal. Sluka is in the portal again.
Yeah, Sluka, though, got exposed. The other guy came in and was just as good.
Castellanos from BC went in the portal.
There aren't many guys there that if I'm a program like
Virginia
FSU,
quarterback went in the portal. Stanford kid Ashton Daniels. I saw him predicted to Auburn, and I said, "Gee whiz, he reminds me just like the guy they just had there for 3 years."
Peyton.
Yeah. Ashton Daniels from Stanford. Devin Brown, Ohio State. That might be an interesting one.
For somebody. He's more of a runner, right?
I don't know.
Is he the one that wears a weird number, though? Is that what it is? Something weird about Devin.
Zach Wilson's kid brother, Isaac Wilson, is in the portal.
Is he at Utah?
Yeah. I wonder why he went in there. Mikey Keene, we've heard his name forever.
Golly, Mikey Keene.
Still around?
Where was he from? Like Wake or somewhere? Where
Holden Griner is
Where
in
did
the
Mikey
portal.
Keene play? Wake, maybe?
Looks like a bulldog there.
Okay.
Fresno State.
Fresno,
last.
that's what it was.
Holden Griner.
None of these guys are doing it for you, man. These just look.
Max Brown.
Just y'all just shuffle them amongst
Walker
yourselves.
Howard.
There's no one there that's gonna.
Chubba Purdy's back in the portal. AJ Duffy's in the portal.
I saw some dude that transferred away from a school, went to another. Now he's transferring back to the one he started at. I don't remember who it was.
James Resar from Bishop Kenny went to Iowa. Is in the portal.
He didn't stay long.
1 year. Rodemaker's back in the portal. Chandler Morris is in the portal.
Man, you give me like 3 FSU quarterbacks already.
TJ Finley's in the portal. Jeez.
Finley, what was that? NC State at one point?
Finley was Auburn.
Yeah.
LSU, Western Kentucky.
Yeah. It's a mess, isn't it?
Yeah. Hired guns, baby.
This Mason Graham cat, though, from Michigan, I will say this, 6'3", 320.
Oh, he's a great. I like him.
Yeah. Outland Trophy finalist.
You know what I like about him?
Second team
You want to
All-American.
know what I like about him?
Talk to me.
DOG.
Oh.
You want to know why? I only saw one thing, and I said DOG. You want to know why?
What happened?
Because after that game with Ohio State, he stood right there on that logo, and he called them a bunch of bleeps. He was the one. He said, "You guys are a bunch of bleeps."
He was with it.
It was like, come get some.
As the kids would say, he was about that action.
He was.
He stood on business.
That's DOG right there to me.
We had another amazing bout of unprofessionalism in professional sports. I don't know how this happens. I don't know. I'm going to speak out of turn.
Oh boy,
because I don't know
out of turn.
I don't know where this guy falls on the depth chart or what he does or where he was drafted or how much money he makes. I got to cut somebody today if I'm Dallas. The kid who touched the ball is no longer on my team.
Yeah,
you got to go, son.
Yeah,
we're 5-8 and trying to stay alive, and you are so thick that you don't know the rules of football.
Oh dear.
So get your stuff, kid, and get out of here.
Oh no.
If you missed the game last night, the game's tied at 20. Dallas blocks the punt. It goes forward about 10 yards, and this doofus goes to pick it up.
Yeah.
Fumbles it back to Kansas. Not like this has happened in Dallas history, see Leon Lett.
Got to know the rules.
So I don't know who this guy is, and some Dallas fan, you can't. He's a second rounder. He's going to be the future state. I don't care. It was sight unseen. 27, was that his number?
Oh, no.
He getting cut today. Yeah, whoever fumbled that ball, whoever did that, who took our chance to win and just selfishly, stupidly threw it away, he gone.
He caused Micah to throw a temper tantrum.
Did he?
Micah left the field early.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Micah was beside himself.
Dallas cornerback, Amani Aruwariye. That's a hard one. Yeah, that is AO they call him. That's good.
Well, we got to take a break. We're going to make the turn for home when we come back. By the way, Tulane quarterback Darian Mensah scheduling a visit to Duke today.
Who?
The kid from Tulane in the portal.
Yeah.
He's going to Duke today.
Makes Jan 2 here at the stadium seem a little more
Can he play?
unlikely.
You want to play? This is the drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hey, Hicken here for my friend at Beaches Dermatology, man. They are the very best in the business, man. Let me tell you something. I go all the time over there off Solana Road, and I appreciate Doctors Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery, man. You get something on your skin, you go get it checked out, you make an appointment, they look at it, and then they do what they have to do, and it's terrific. And by the way, if you got something on your skin, get it checked out. Don't wait, okay? Listen, and protect your skin when you're out in the sun. Even in the wintertime, man, it doesn't matter. It's the sunshine state, man. Put on that hat, long sleeve, dry fit, sunscreen, something. And if not, head over to Beaches Dermatology. Very easy to make an appointment online at beachesdermatology.com.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said, "Gone boating." But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Hey folks, Dave Binion with Zero Res. I asked my wife what she wants for Christmas, and she said the same thing she does every year. She wants a clean home full of family and friends. That means the carpets, the tile and grout, the large oriental rug in our family room, and the huge sectional sofa that everyone loves to hang out on all need a good Zero Res cleaning. Give Zero Res a call and get your carpets cleaned for only $49 a room, and get your tile and grout cleaned for 25% off. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
It's the end of the year sale with Universal Roof and Contracting. Get 15% off all roof repairs and replacements, plus a $250 gift card for holiday shopping. With financing options as low as $150 a month, protecting your home's never been easier. Schedule your free roof inspection today. Call 855-ROOF-HELP, and this offer expires December 31st. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 10, 2016, quarterback for the Louisville Cardinals, Lamar Jackson wins the 82nd Heisman Trophy, making him the youngest player to receive the award.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees, and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson met the media on Monday and gave an injury update, beginning with right tackle Anton Harrison.
Just illness from yesterday. Just woke up with it. We had a couple guys actually. D. Ham was another one that we, was sick Saturday. Anton was a little bit sick and woke up in not too good of a shape, for the game obviously, and couldn't make it. But imagine he's feeling better today. Sav was fine today. Evan's going to have a little bit of a shoulder, but everybody else came out good.
Doug Peterson on Monday. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, we got to cool down a little bit here. I'm looking at this right now. I don't know if this is true or not, but it does say
Twitter. It's got to be true, Dan. That's what you tell me.
Sports. Yes. Ryan Williams, a 17-year-old from Alabama.
The stud receiver?
Yeah. Portal time.
Little big man is what you call him. Not the biggest dude, but man, he may play, especially early in the year.
Close sources believe now, again, I don't know if this is legit or not. I don't know.
I mean, why wouldn't it be? Who is it posted by?
Because it says Alabama Crimson Tide. Nah, this ain't real. It says Alabama Crimson Tide Network, 177 followers.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Got to have more than that.
Nah.
But then I click on to Athlon Sports, and there's an article here that says that he's, it's about Caleb Odom. So, yeah, this is BS. I'm calling BS. I caught it.
That's what we do for you.
Yeah.
We find the BS, we identify the BS, and then we...
But I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
I've lost a...
This is... If this is the problem in college football.
Oh, there's only one?
Because every one of these kids, after 1 year, goes right back to coach. He goes, well, how much am I going to get next year?
I know. I just started this earlier. Literally,
How much?
Literally, there are meetings this week at all these programs, right? And they sit down in a room, and the kid comes in, usually with his parent.
Yep.
You got the head coach and the money man. It's just...
We can pay you. We can pay you. And we ain't talking $10,000 here, boys and girls.
No, there's big money. And by the way, then you tell the first string guy that he's not going to be making as much, or the first string guy finds out he's not making as much as the backup. And then the guy who had 7 sacks finds out that he's not making as much as the guy who had 3.
Right.
And then the cornerback who played 600 plays this year learns he's going to make less than the corner who played 212. And it's I mean, at least in the NFL, it's like accepted by the locker room that business is business. So one guard doesn't look at his teammate and say, wow, why does he make $300,000 more?
Right.
You do your thing. And I'll tell you something else that is a new generational thing, and I don't like it, and people should stop doing it. But you know what people do today, young kids do today that we didn't do? Do you know what it is? What? They talk about their salaries. Like publicly. Like if you go into companies today, all the workforce, they all know what each other make. And what does that feed? Does that feed comfort? No, it doesn't feed comfort. It feeds constant comparison and weight. And, that some things are better not known. Right? When you go to work somewhere or you play on a team, all right, you get what you... And it's like, I've had to deal with this. I've advised someone on something who found out that they don't make as much as someone else does because why do you know? Well, we all talk about it. I think the question after, were you happy when you got what you wanted from the people that hired you? There's your answer. Not what Billy in accounting's making or a freshman D-end.
IAJ, that's Ichiban AJ on the Wiggle.
And one more to try and figure it out.
What up, AJ?
I'm trying to get me some NIL money from all these guys I've taken home, and
I know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get to their house, and it's 5 cars sitting in the yard. Shoot, I need some NIL gas money. Good Lord, what's up, guys? I'm going home to coach in a state championship game. How fun is that, huh?
Going to Miami?
Yeah, I'm going home. Parents coming. And nieces, nephews coming. It's gonna be crazy.
What high school did you go to in Miami, AJ?
How about this, man? I went to Miami Norland Senior High School.
Yeah.
Same color, same mascot.
That's right.
So, hey, man, we're ready. Solomon's practicing now.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Hey, man, he said he tried to put his uniform on at halftime last week. Man, that team is good, bro. He was like, "I'm going in, coach. There's no way in the world I'm going out my senior year like this. I got to go in and try to make something happen."
What happened before the game?
Man, I can't even say it. You have to bleep it out.
Oh dear. What happened with the coach getting ejected? Why did the coach get ejected from the other team?
They had sideline warnings. I thought you only can have 2, but I think it was 3. And when they give you 3 sideline warnings, man, they kick the coach out.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and shoot.
Sure, that calmed things down.
Hey, man, those kids were absolutely nuts. But coaches, you got to calm that stuff down in the beginning. I mean, their head coach, he was going after us. And, hey, man, you on Moncrief. These guys don't go for that wolf talk, bro. Hey, man,
you need to show that.
Do you know where you are?
You need to show AJ, you need to show that man a street sign.
Yeah. That's
all right. Good luck this. Yeah.
All right, baby.
You better know your neighborhood.
AJ.
AJ said.
Top transfer quarterback Kadon Salter eyeing FSU visit. That's the Liberty quarterback.
They definitely need something. Well, by the way, again, I've doubled down now for sure. 27 should be cut today.
Yeah.
Now that I've learned where he spends preseason.
Where?
I mean, how valuable can he be for the Cowboys? He was the Jag this preseason. Yeah.
What's his name?
OA. Remember? I'm not doing that again. You look it up yourself. You half paid attention to me the first time I said it. I can't spell it. I can't pronounce it. We're going OA. You remember OA, Jeff, in preseason? No, of course not. Cut him. You can't pick up that block punt.
Nobody remembers him. I don't think he was here.
Well,
somebody tell you that on the text line, or is that a fact?
Multiple people?
Okay.
So it's absolutely a fact. It's not. I mean, there's plenty of guys that were. That'd be a fun game to play one like December. We go back to the training camp roster and at the same time pull up, I don't know, the entry list into this year's, tennis tournament in Melbourne and go through the names and tell me which one was a Jack training camp and which one's in the tennis major. They come at you a little bit. What do you got, man? What do you got tonight? Where are we at?
Tonight?
Yeah, what do you got going? What's rocking your world? Where are you at with sports? Everything's over. It's done. No Gators.
My Rangers
The Rangers are in the tank, man. What happened? You told me they're a championship caliber team.
Oh, we were this year, like last year. When we won the President's Trophy last year, we can't beat the Blackhawks at home.
Are you you're in the postseason still?
Barely.
Really, that bad, huh?
Yeah,
Did they make changes, or is this what's going on? I mean, I haven't seen Marinados. He keeps it real with me when he comes in.
I think they got old. Real
Just
quick.
like that? I mean, I thought you were selling me success for years.
Trouba brought us a lot of dissension. There's a lot. It's a mess. So I don't know what they're going to do, but they got to figure it out. So there's that, and then we got Knicks Hawks tomorrow night cup game. Big one.
I'm just a little disappointed. To know that game's in New York. I don't see that. We are not really that good a basketball team. I'm surprised we're in the cup.
You've been playing better though. You've been playing good.
Yeah, they were playing really well.
We're not playing great right now.
But Denver just beat the holy hockey sticks out of us. So well, we got over 500. I mean, they did. They won like 6 in a row. So
all right. Well, Logs is here. So we're
check
out.
the tape Tuesday. That's been fun enterprise this year. Lots goods to see.
I wonder if Logs yawned at all during the game.
He's a professional.
He's not.
He's a
Tony yawned. Tony may have napped.
He may have flat out napped.
Do you think Tony napped?
I do.
Yeah.
I guarantee you tweeted. All right, that'll do it for us. Been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Enjoy Jaguars today. We'll see you tomorrow.
The Drill on 1010XL from the studios of Republic Service.